Bum, 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 bum. Also at Kiwi right now. He's playing the Binding of Isaac of all things. Like I'm surprised it's not Rivals. But that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just watching streamers that I know, and I put them in my like behind the like tab and all that. I started doing that. It is crazy though that man, dude, she was so big like a couple years ago before the whole cheating scandal happened. It is insane what happened. It's crazy, you know. Like it's just crazy to think about where she was and then where she is now. Granted, she just started, so she can get more viewers later on. But yeah, I remember she was hitting like a couple thousand and all that, and then just the whole cheating scandal just oh, I'm not even showing you guys what I'm talking about. Um right here. Yeah, I remember her. Katarina. But like is she really like she was guilty of that, I guess you could say, but man, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about and she's just 26 right now. I don't know if she updated that in a while, but yeah, it's just crazy how like the streamer just like they're at one point at the top and then boom, the controversy and all that. All right, let's see. He's RL streaming in Mexico, in Cancun. In Cancun. Demon Souls, Team Fighters, play Sue. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start following a lot of streamers I don't watch anymore. Not just because like I don't not because I don't like them or anything like that. It's more like I just want the follower list to go shorter now, guys. So I can watch people behind the scenes while I'm working on other stuff. Cause I like I said, I've been wanting to in your community are coming together at Twitch San Diego. Forrest gone. Yeah, I've been wanting to get in. I want to be part of the Twitch community more often now. Instead of just being by myself and like I want to raid people, I want to be part of other people's channels and just just be part of it, you know. But anyways, let's just start the day. Today just pretty much catching up. Bonus stream today, guys, clean things up and kind of go from there. But I have been having more energy, guys. I've been having more energy for sure, which is a very good thing. Let's see. Let's see. Triple Mania is happening when again? September 11th and the 13th. Okay, since the next one. Yeah, cause I got a couple projects I'm working on right now, guys. For the future. I mean, I'm not working on it yet, but we got the Mega Man thing we got to work on, which we're gonna take it very, very serious. And then we also got the Meta Zoo thing too as well, which is like you have to make it a traditional art piece, not digital, a traditional art piece. Interesting art style. He has two different art styles. This artist right here. So he has this one and this one. I won't say who this guy is because I don't want to spoil anything. I won't even say what series city it's from. Um, but it's really cool when an artist does have a cool like two art styles like this. I don't have that. I have a one art style, but I have different series. That's how I kind of I kind to like be different in my own way, you know. I think people are taking way too serious on this. Oh wow, look at that. Mission accomplished. They got all of the Hello Kitty uh kaijus. That's really cool. Few more tweaks to go, but something like this. Ooh, that's actually really cool. Hey, that's cool. That's kind of cool seeing like the collection like that, pretty much. Is that happening right now, or is One Piece going on right now? Hold up, let me see. Do I have McDonald's even like still installed on my phone? Let me see, guys. I do. Okay. Okay. So if I get the kids meal, oh no, it's still Hello Kitty right now. I guess the kids meal not happening here in the United States right now. Yeah, I haven't ate McDonald's in a bit, guys. I really don't. I have not. So the Hello Kitty is going on right now. Okay. Call yourself an AI artist the quickest way to saying you're untalented loser without saying anything untalented loser. I think the people who are AI artists, or like I said, AI prompters, I don't know what you want to call it at this point. Let's see. Rockstar confirms that GTA 6 map is 3 times larger than Red Dead Redemption 2, twice the size of GTA 5. Oh, that's cool. Hero variant action figures. Toy Toy Chopper returns to variant action figures lineup with a second issue. Oh, that's cool. I haven't bought anything from Genki because I believe you're. I'm from the United States, so last items in stock. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm. You're allowed to buy. Hold up. Oh, it has USD. Huh. So I am allowed to buy from them. Yeah, I haven't bought from this website at all, so I'm like, oh, okay. There's no nudity, but oh my god, oh my god, oh god. All right, let's do this. Alrighty then, guys. 49 days of painting. Wow, she's painting a lot. That's Kuko. Wow, she still follows me, huh? Interesting. I've been wanting. Oh, you know what? You know what I should bring back, guys? The Pokemon Nuzlocke. But we'll figure that later. Let's see. A lot of people think about the Fort University of Luffy. I just rock dog and show them the difference. One Piece releases the event will feature a promo card. Oh, is it one just hollow? One's just not hollow? I feel like the trading cards. Like I feel like One Piece is really screwing themselves over. I think they're creating way too much. Uh, way too much. There we go. Way too much promos within the series. Let me see. High to low. Uh-huh. This is the new cards right here. It's about 200 bucks. I wonder if this is gonna go lower too, by the way. That's some really great cards. I do like these cards. They're really cool. If I were to buy a card from this series, that has to be fixed, by the way. Because I guess they had like different prices in that one. Yeah, what the hell? Okay. Okay, that was being fixed. If I were to buy a card, I personally think I would go with rocks. Alternate art. Yeah, like this one right here. But that's way too expensive for me. But it was 120, guys, because wait, what? Is it wait, what? No, that's Edward Newgate. That's manga. No, this ain't wait, what? I guess the website's still messing up right now. I was like, what the hell? That's rocks. Because yeah, they usually start really high, guys, before it's released, and then they go down. Yeah, whoever buys these for 120 like on the day like before it releases, they're so stupid. Never do that. Wait until it releases, guys. That's when the price usually go down. Like, with people buying it too early, it's just like, nah, don't do that. But I think that's about it really for the series. I think I just get rocks if I wanted to get one, because I like the rest of these are way too expensive for me for obvious reasons, like the manga styles and the Luffy, like it's $1,000, 2,500, 800. Like there is a way that I could get one of these very expensive cards without actually spending all the extra money. That's if I saw my 3rd anniversary box on this, like on one of these cards. Like technically, like I could technically probably get this one if I sell my 3rd anniversary box and then let's get this one card. That is possible. Would I do that? No. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the 3rd anniversary box. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm watching on Kiwi's stream right now. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's start with some videos, and let's just start cleaning up some stuff, man. Connected Con. Our artists will require a $150 application fee. Wait, whoa! What's this? Why all artists are calling for a boycott?
Now, unfortunately, this video is about how some showrunners and events are taking advantage of the Artist Alley community, or at least it's a discussion of that topic. Greed in the space seems to be at an all-time high. Now, although this video focuses around one particular event in specific, they are not the only ones guilty of some sketchy practices that are starting to be more frequent in the space. So don't send any hate or threats to any parties involved. If there's some part of this video that you disagree with or have a different perspective, I'd love to hear it respectfully down in the comments below. Earlier this year, back in February, KomoriCon implemented a $5 application fee to any Artist Alley applicant. Now, this was a bit controversial. It started a lot of discussion within the community on whether...
Wait, you have to pay $5 to apply? Oh no.
This was setting a good precedent. I've never been to KomoriCon. I didn't really have much to say about the event specifically. $5 didn't seem like that much to me, and it put less pressure on the staff, especially for such a small show. Ultimately, my opinion was, as long as the event is using the money responsibly and this isn't some sort of money grab, then I'm kind of whatever about it. I do fear for the precedent that this is setting. Now, I'm not very familiar with KomoriCon or their ultimate intentions in this fee. However, I am very familiar with Kineticon, which has started a large discussion within the Artist Alley community recently for not the best reasons. Earlier this month on August 9th, they announced that they were implementing a non-refundable $50 application fee to...
There will be a 50 bucks? What?
Anybody who applied to the event. Now, this was definitely a bit controversial. As you can see, all their comments are deleted and turned off, which is never a good sign because it was messy in there. Now, I didn't screen cap any at the time, but needless to say, there was a lot of pushback for this. After all,
yeah, I'm not paying 50 bucks to apply.
Show, and this is the largest.
So, like, you're pretty much saying, hey, so I have to pay $50 to you guys to a show that I may not even get into at all. Because again, applying to art shows, guys, it's just a gamble because you don't know if you're gonna get in or not. That's why people apply for all different shows at the same time, even though the events are happening at the same time, because you have to see, oh, you can get on both of them or none of them or one of them. That is scummy. That is wrong, and hopefully their whole business go downhill.
Application fee for an artist alley I've ever heard of, especially considering their table prices were already around $450.
Wow.
Still on the high end for the size of event that this is. There was a lot of discussions on why they were implementing this.
Yeah, why are they doing it?
From a first come to first served basis to a juried system and having to pay a juror, and concerns of having to review hundreds of thousands of applications. Now, that being said, I know events much larger than this one that get about 1,000 to 2,000 applications. Personally, I don't think it's that hard to go through 2,000 applications.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Over the course of a week or so. Let's say they just get 1,000 applications. That's $50,000 in application fees. I can't imagine Kineticon is paying them this amount of money. Needless to say, a lot of the Artist Alley community was, let's say, suspicious of the intentions behind this type of fee. Ultimately, the pushback was so bad that Kineticon ended up making the statement that they were going to review the feedback and get back with a solution, which a lot of people were hopeful for, hoping that maybe they would see an error of their ways and that they would make a decision that better benefited the community. After all, Artist Alley is one of the biggest draws at any of these events. However, just a few days ago on August 25th, they finally made an announcement that the $50 application fee was turning into a $150 application.
All artists' con application will require a $150 refundable deposit. Even though it's refundable, why? That makes zero sense. What?
Application fee. Now, as you can imagine, some viewed this as a big fuck you to the art community. To their credit, there is a little change. It's refundable this time. So if you do not get into the event, you get your $150 back. However, there was a little other caveat slipped in. Artist Alley tables were going from $450 to $625.
What?
$175 increase. So it appears that Kineticon is going to get that money one way or another. There's also an increase to the daily market booths, ranging from
that's gummy, dude.
to $375, depending on what day you're there. Now, this is kind of like the Artist Alley, but it's in a much worse location and you're only there for a day. $375 is the price of a lot of other events that are similar size to this for the whole weekend. And then $625 for a booth fee, again, for an event of this scale is a bit absurd in my opinion.
Yes, it is.
As some of the
bro, like honestly, Anime Expo is like the only one I'm willing to pay like close to $800, which is like, oof, bro, that is a lot of effing money. But the reason why it's worth it is because, well, it's Anime Expo, man. You're for sure gonna make your money back. But like conventions like this, which is like it's a medium-sized convention, they cannot be charging that much money at all, dude. They should not, like, that's not even worth it. A mid-sized convention should only be charging about $200 to maybe $400. That's a big maybe, because it depends on like how long the mid convention's been going on for. For the bigger conventions, to a certain extent, it makes sense. I don't like it, but just at least that makes certain sense, because at least in that aspect, you're more likely to make your money back at least like 100% of the time. At least it's like more than likely you'll make your money back. But for mid-sized conventions, it's a gamble. It's a way bigger gamble, because like for mid-sized conventions, there's not that many people willing to spend that much money on those conventions.
Largest events in the country have lower booth fees than this. Kineticon's attendance rate supposedly is 20 to 30,000 people. Compare that to other events within the region. Anime NYC has over 100,000 attendees and a booth fee of only $480.
Yeah.
And then compare that to New York City Comic Con with an attendance rate over 200,000 people and a booth fee of only $580. And again, no application fee at all. Obviously, the more attendees, the more potential sales that you're going to make as an artist. So I wonder what benefit and value Kineticon is bringing for that high price tag for their artists. After all, in my experience, Artist Alley is one of the biggest draws to events like this, meaning that a large number of badge sales that Kineticon receives is a direct result of the artists being there. There was hundreds and hundreds of comments that were very critical of this.
I guess I'll never go to Kineticon, Connecticut at this point. It's like they're getting a loan from artists. That's what I'm saying. It's like they want the artists to pay for them. You know what I mean? It's like that's what they want. It's like weird. Hold up. Hold up. What the hell is this? Okay, there you go. There you go. That's how you do it. Okay. There you go. My bad. All right. Sorry.
Decision. Very concerning to expect small business artists to fund the whole show. Are vendors also facing a 40% increase? Are attendee badges also being raised in price? If the 20K attendance is accurate, it seems strange to not consider a small $10 to $15 increase instead of asking artists to pay for an additional $175. $450 was already a very steep price for an artist alley space. Other comparable or large shows are charging less. $625 is approaching the cost of shows with well over 100K attendance. Kineticon responded, there are adjustments in some of those items you mentioned, yes. So those adjustments actually are the badges are also being increased in price for attendees, but artists are also being charged more. So the increased price to the badges aren't going to the artists. $625 for a standard artist alley table is absolutely diabolical. This person responds, it's a 6-foot table provided, and the
Damn, it's not even an 8-foot. It's an 8-foot by 8-foot booth, not a table. We haven't offered tables or half tables since 2011. It's a 6 feet provided table and a sun space around it, which is in the artist alley standard. Which I think personally, like booths. Like the thing is, like in artist alley, if there's actual booth, then there's a lot more to work with, right? Instead of just a table like in Anime Expo. And there's a lot more ways to make more money on that, but I'm gonna be honest, it's still not worth, because if this is a medium-sized convention, it's not worth that price. You're just gonna be losing money. I hope that most artists do not be a part of this show, like boycott it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some artists who can afford it and stuff like that, they could do it, but I hope that most artists do not go. Hopefully they barely get like 10 people in there.
space is within the normal artist alley standards, which is true. You might have another foot or so behind you to rock around, but the table is a standard artist alley booth. Ivy says, yeah, I would never apply under these circumstances, nor encourage anyone else to. Huge red flag for me. I assume the con is doing poorly financially. Another artist writes, I guess I'll never go to Kineticon at this point. Another commenter writes, what a joke when you had every opportunity to walk back your terrible idea, but decided to double down and make it somehow even worse. Acting like us artists should be grateful to pay a premium that almost no other con charges in exchange for what? A booth with drapes. I hope attendees recognize the way you are taking advantage of artists, who by the way are a major value add to any con, and that your short-sighted greed tanks the event. One commenter writes, artists' opinions aside, this new process just doesn't make any sense from the convention runner's standpoint. How does this refund fee make the application process easier when you have now added an entire refund step to the process? Have to keep track of which unaccepted artists opted to apply for the daily market.
Yeah, it makes weird. It makes no sense.
Applied organically and can't even guarantee that each applicant even gets reviewed in the first place, which was a point of contention in the original post where they deleted comments. They admitted to not reviewing every application and said that they would give the non-refundable fee back to artists who didn't get reviewed, even though that's what the fee was for. There was a lot of contradicting comments from Kineticon specifically from that post. That's what they're referring to here. And can't even guarantee every application even gets reviewed in the first place, as it sounds like you've simply changed the process from first come, first served to first reviewed, first served. And it isn't the influx of potential tens of thousands of dollars from the applications that later have to be refunded, going to the massive headache for your team to process and complicate accounting and taxes for your organizations. While Fan Expo does this, they are backed by a massive global company and have the resources to process the paperwork and absorb potential liability.
Well, I mean, also I'll say Fan Expo's like some places are not as great.
Fan Expo is the only other show that I know charges an artist up front, and they are heavily criticized for it, and they're also one of the sketchier events, but they are definitely one of the more profitable events than, say, Kineticon, I would think, as they are, like they said,
as a company, not said for artists. I believe even DreamCon DreamCon doesn't have that. Actually, they don't charge you. I thought they did, but no. They charge you as soon as you get approved. Like they make you put your personal card in it, so they just charge you if you get approved. Or like no, they don't charge when you get approved. Sorry, because they didn't charge me. They give you like, okay, you've been accepted, here is the next process to do it. Sorry, they don't do that. Yeah, I think companies should not be doing that, because the reason why companies should not be doing that is because they should know that Artist Alley, it is a big gamble for artists to like submit applications, because most artists applied for different events at the same day too as well, if it happens to be on the same day. So if they automatically charge you for one booth, and then you get like accepted on the other booth, they have to like the it takes away the choice of what the artists want to go to. You know what I mean? Uh, and I just don't like that. I don't like that. I think the artist should choose what kind of convention they want to do. Because again, at the end of the day, it is a big risk, guys. It's a big risk.
Global company. I don't like Fan Expo. We've talked about it in different videos, so unrelated here. Your organization has already admitted Kineticon has nowhere near these resources to even process applications normally, so how will it handle having to deal with even more variables like this? It seems like a lot of unnecessary strain when there are much easier, commonly used application methods you could have gone with instead. Another commenter writes, Fan Expo is sitting on 50% of my $4,200 booth just for applying. Applied in May, still waiting for acceptance or denial. This is nothing. So in response, just because they run things that way doesn't mean they should. You're loaning Fan Expo money so they can operate for a chance to be accepted interest-free. A con shouldn't be using their vendors as investors for their horrible run system. Another commenter responds, good point, Fan Expo is another predatory con we should avoid. Another commenter writes, I'm really rooting for you guys because I love Kineticon, but come on, charging more than Anime NYC and NYCC, you must see how crazy that sounds, right? Kineticon responds, we offer an 8x8 booth space.
So like I will for sure be applying for Anime NYC and also New York Comic Con. I was gonna do it this year, but I was so overwhelmed with like my convention season that I did it because it was like back to back, and so that's why I messed up. Well, I didn't mess up fully, but like my funds were good, but at the time my funds were very low before the convention started because I just bought a new PC. The fees for conventions and product and stuff like that. Luckily, I did make out of like really good, guys. Which I'm back to being normal, I guess you could say. But like next year for sure I'll be able to do more risk of conventions that I want to do that I like. Okay, I'm willing to lose like maybe like $100 to $200 or whatever like that, right? But like now now that I'm saving a lot more money, I'm getting back to normal. I have more now. I have opportunity to like, okay, yeah, I could try this convention, I could try that convention, and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, something like this, nah, I would not want to be a part of it.
This is a table. The 8x8 booth space has a 6-foot table in it and nothing else. It's essentially a standard artist alley table with more legroom. For clarification, one artist who would like to remain anonymous told me, also I can personally tell you that Kineticon sales for the past few years match sales at shows like NekoCon, ZenkaiCon, and ColossalCon each, all of which have table fees under $400, and hundreds more comments just like these ones. You may have seen a lot of boycott posts are going around recently. This was posted by Maiden in the Machine.
I don't know anything about this.
For a Saturday daily market table because I lost the race to get a proper artist alley table in time months prior. The cost for a Saturday only daily market table was $375. The year prior in artist alley, I paid $425 for the entire weekend. I was told there were multiple empty tables in the artist alley that weekend. I'm pretty sure anyone in the daily market would have appreciated the offer for one of those tables. Honestly, the daily market was first offered about 2 years ago after the rush for artist alley tables sold out in about an hour at the time. Disappointingly, I feel like this is where Kineticon's villain era started. At first glance, it seemed like an olive branch for artists that lost the rush for the first come first served application to still be able to attend and sell their wares at the con. But then the sticker shock of the rate for each day was a hard pill to swallow. 3 days in their normal artist alley, $425. 3 years in the daily market, $925. Same table size, same space dimensions, arguably a worse spot as it's not even in the vendor's hall, and you would have to break down each day even if you paid for the whole weekend. Fan Expo Group also runs off of similar structure CTCon is trying to implement and is notorious for never refunding exhibitors money. If you don't get accepted and want a shot at the waitlist for the artist colony and decide to sign up for the daily market all weekend, you're paying $925. Do you think they'll be refunding the difference, or do you think they'll keep the money you've already paid? You can read the rest of this post on Instagram, and I encourage everybody to give any of the artists mentioned here a like and a follow. I'm sure the support would go a long way. I remember back in 2022, the last year I attended the event, them saying that they had record number of attendees and badge sales. Now, this is just speculation on my part, but with what I witnessed with my own eyes, there was a clear decline in attendance that year. So I'm a little skeptical anytime they give public numbers or give a reasoning on why they're doing something. Let's just say transparency has not always been their strong suit, allegedly, leaving many baffled on why change a $50 application fee to a $150 application fee that is now refundable. If it's refundable, what is the...
This is why I'm not a full-time artist alley, guys. Artist, I guess you could say. It's very profitable still, but it has a lot of problems with it, and it takes a lot of energy on a person, especially if you're just getting into it, because you have to like have product ready to go. That's why for me, I do seasonal artist alley right now. Maybe in the future I'll be able to do more of them, but I believe this year was like I always I did like one or two. Now I'm back doing three, and hopefully next year my goal is to do five artist alley. That is like my biggest goal, is to do five artist alley shows. Um, but overall, yeah, man, it is crazy, dude. I'm not really happy where the artist alley and conventions are going, because right now a lot of people don't have a lot of expendable income to spend on this kind of stuff. So them trying to like make up for that, and take the money from us and vendors, that makes no sense. Like, I get it, the vendors and our side should obviously help out with the cost of like the convention, obviously. Like, I'm not arguing against that, but I think some of them are just charging way too much for a booth that's not even really worth, like, yeah, I'm like, ugh.
Point of charging people for it in the first place, leaving many to wonder if the convention was going under or having financial difficulties. Then Migsy asks, how on earth does this make any sense? Are you all going under or something? Sarah comments, probably with how much money they owe people. Kineticon responds, unfortunately, facilities go up regularly, which were the majority of our booth fees go. Prices were going to be updated to align with that. They are not tied to any financial challenges. So
I don't
just
believe that.
greed, I guess. Facility fees
I don't
went
believe
up
that.
enough that it warrants a 39% table
Yeah,
increase. How many
nah.
more attendees came into this event this year compared to last? It def felt more packed. Kineticon fails to answer the question. Now, although there is no evidence of this, this would not be the first time that Kineticon was in a tough financial spot, leading me into why I boycotted this show in the first place. Back in 2022, I learned from staff while they were working that they were not being paid, and that they had not been paid for their previous work the year prior either. I'd already been annoyed with the event, with the lack of organization and professionalism that was just happening in the space at that time, leading me to blacklist the event and vow that I would not return. This was a personal decision, not really anything I needed people to follow suit in, as I kept this information mostly to myself. But talking to the staff at the time, I was under the impression that the convention probably was not going to last the next couple years, as they seem to be in pretty dire financial situation. Personally, my belief is, regardless of whatever financial situation you're in, business or not, if you agree to pay your employees a certain amount of money, I just think your commitments come first. That just always seemed like the moral and correct thing to do, but hey, I wasn't in their shoes, and this was a number of years ago. Since then, it seemed like the convention had been recovering. I had not been there since then, but from talking to other artists who had attended the event, although the organization issues had continued, the event seemed to be in a better place than it once was. I voiced my concerns on my story on Instagram pretty publicly, citing why I boycotted the event originally. And to my surprise, they responded, claiming that staff were actually paid up in full as of August 2022. I personally reached out to one of those staff members who no longer works for them for obvious reasons, but did work for them back when this occurred. And they confirmed that they were paid some amount of money, but not the full amount. Personally, I think it's irrelevant who here is telling the truth, as not paying your staff just shouldn't have happened in the first place. But we've gotten off topic. We're talking about application fees, and if this is actually taking advantage of the Artist Alley space. Now, I know some have cited that many art fairs specifically do charge application fee for their artists that attend, upwards of $40, $50, $60. Although this is not common in the Artist Alley space, I think this business model works a little better in the art fair market, because a lot of those events do not charge entry fees for their attendees. So it makes a little bit more sense that operating costs need to come from somewhere else. And if I put on my business hat just a little bit, attendees that are spending less at the door have more money to spend on the art if they choose to do so. And it oftentimes also encourages more people to attend the event, giving more opportunity for those artists to make more money. So I think under that business model, this makes a bit more sense. In the Artist Alley space, where your operating costs should already be paid for through...
You know what's crazy though? I've seen a lot of videos that people don't even want to do markets anymore. Because I think markets are not really meant for artists. They're meant for artists to create, like, I want to say physical items. Not like not paintings or anything like that, but like clothes, knickknacks, stuff like that. And I think what people enjoy the markets for is usually for the food, not really for the artists, in my opinion. And there's a couple artists who are just like, yeah, I'm done with the night market. It just doesn't fit me anymore. And I understand that, and I completely understand that.
Badge sales, and if they're not, there's some math issues going on with your business model. $150 application fee, refundable or not, supposedly, I find far more concerning. That's a larger application fee than most colleges, and even some current staff members have opposed these changes.
Full disclosure, I do work for the con. In addition to vending there, I do a lot of some of the graphic design. I designed the pop-off mascot and a bunch of other stuff through the years. So I get a comped table, and choosing to boycott the convention was not an easy decision. I'm losing out on a ton of money. When I heard last year that they were going to or this past year, in early in 2026, that they were going to charge $50 for an application fee that was non-refundable, was incredulous. I'm like, they can't do that. And then they did. They announced it. So I personally got the showrunner on the phone and was like, you can't do this. And they came up with a lot of excuses why they needed to. And then they ended up waiting a while and then putting out this, which they just did, about the $150 refundable deposit, plus going up about 39-40% on the table rates and all around. Now, I don't think that that's right. I think that there's a lot of problems with it. I think that things should be done in a different way, and if you don't have the money up.
Oh, by the way, I've been doing the same thing on my videos now. I'm no longer reacting to the video. I let the video play by itself, and then I just do a little breakdown.
Front to run.
It's really great way, really great, better. It's way better, my opinion, for video.
Sell it to somebody else who can, but there are so many other places you can cut costs and not pass that, need on to the vendors, the artists, everybody else.
I encourage you all to go watch Aaron's full video. I'll keep a link down in the description below, along with everything else. What do you guys think of conventions charging application fees to artists? Personally, I think that the money that the artists bring in for the convention far outweigh any level of cost and manpower that it takes to go through applications. After all, every survey that I've run, every official survey I've seen from showrunners put Artist Alley in one of the top spots on why attendees even attend the event, meaning that a huge percentage of people who attend these events and pay for badges, sometimes very expensive badges, are there just to see the artists. That is revenue that goes directly to the convention itself, not the artist. It would only take a small percentage of those funds to run proper juries, to run proper applications. Some events even subsidize the entire Artist Alley itself.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You only need like 2-3 people to like go through the artist side applications in a month or something like that. Like, it's not that hard. It is not that hard, because it's also a lottery system. It's just randomizing it too. Like it's not a hard job. It really is not. I mean, are there been unethical ways that people have been picked? Yes, but overall, I think them putting I don't think application fees should be an existing thing at all, especially for conventions. No, that's not okay. I'm not paying $150, even though it's part refunded or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm not paying $50 for a maybe. What? That makes zero sense to me.
It's definitely possible if these events put proper value on their artists. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on these types of fees implemented in Artist Alley spaces. That being said, there's been a lot of discussion on different events and showrunners preying on artists with their very questionable changes lately. I'm running 2 very large surveys at the moment, specifically dedicated for the Artist Alley space, themed around the 100 largest events within the United States and Europe. If you're an artist who have done events in either of those regions, consider checking out the survey. All data collected from these surveys will be made public on a video like this. My hope with these surveys is that it will be an opportunity for us to warn each other about certain showrunners and people taking advantage of artists in this way, and hopefully to figure out what events are a good fit for you. This is a very long survey, so don't feel like you need to fill out the entirety of it. Information on just 1 or 2 events,
I think I already did it.
More than enough. Currently, we have more than enough data for the United States one to make a good data set, but I would love to have more write-ins. For the European survey,
That makes sense.
we are still a bit away from what I think would make a good data set. And if nothing else, it's a list of large events that might be in your area. My hope for this video is that artists stick together and don't attend and support events that do this to the community. If Kineticon ends up having no issue getting artists to vend at their event, if other events are thinking about implementing these types of fees, they're going to see that Kineticon is getting away with it, and that
Yeah, I hope that Kineticon fails. I'm sorry to say that, but I hope it fails, especially on that section.
they can get away with it as well. Remember that these events need you, not the other way around. Unfortunately, the Artist Alley space doesn't have any unionization or any type of collective like that, so it is a lot harder to advocate for our rights or organize mass boycotts. That being said, make your own judgments, but I will be skipping this event going forward.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I will, because again, every year, I look through what I want to do, what conventions I want to do, what I'm willing to risk on going. Right, I just do a season, right, 3 to 5 conventions, mostly right now 3. Next year I want to do more, because my goal, like fully, guys, is to do maybe like 10. That's like my 10 conventions a year, and I'm good, right? That's like once, like almost once a month, which is not that bad. Because I do other things, right? I'm doing other projects, I'm working on other stuff and stuff like that. So I just don't want to be a full-time convention artist, because it's a lot of stress, man. Especially because I do everything alone. I'm disabled-ish, so like, because I can't grab things. Anyways, but like, yeah. So like, that's why I personally cannot do it, but I'm willing to work and do the whole thing. And but it's good to know about these videos that are being made, especially from Inkwell and other artists, and them doing like the cheer list and stuff like that. Which I will be doing my cheer list soon about my artist convention for this year, which is only 3, but I will give a good like reason why this is worth it, it's not worth it, it's like the whole thing, right? And my experiences of like coming back, not full time, but like coming back as an artist alley convention seasonal goer. I don't know what to call it at this point. Overall, I would not be going to this one for sure. I like the video. I'm gonna hit the like right here, and yeah, if you guys hit the like, subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. Right now I'm working on this right here, which I kind of explained already on the intro of the video. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's crazy. Rich mass killer realized she's been caught 8 years later. I'm probably save this for next week's streams, because this is just a what do you call it, a bonus stream, guys. So I'm not trying to like take content from that. Pretty much asking artists their best money decision in Artist Alley. Okay, good job, bro. Give the art. Oh, thank you, appreciate it. You can always check out a lot of my art stuff that I'm working on my streams, videos, and shorts.
Hello and welcome to day 0 of Anime Impulse OC. It is hot as hell. It's freaking consider sub. So I did end up bringing all of the sweaters. Sign.
But like, I'm not gonna watch this because it's too long for me right now. I'll probably watch it another time. I did not get into TwitchCon. Like I'm pretty sure you guys know. I did not get into TwitchCon this year. I have been put in the wait list. I'm hoping I get out the wait list. That's why I'm still prepping for the con right now. Next month, I have to prep the con a lot more crazier and faster. Yeah, next month, because it happens on November. So I've still like 2 months before convention. Let me see. Again, I got waitlisted. So I'm just not a fit for whoever's running the convention, guys, are just not liking who I am as an artist, as a person, as a content creator. I have no idea, right? But I have been waitlisted. I'm still prepping for the convention for just in case, guys. That's why I'm working on a lot of my original stuff, because that's what I said that I was going to showcase at the convention. And hopefully I will get accepted, or hopefully I get added last minute. I will be a part of it, make a big comeback since 3 years later. I've been denied in 2024, 2025, and also now 2026. So hopefully maybe that changed this year. Who knows? I'll send an email to them, but maybe I've been blacklisted because I have been a little bit annoying last year because I was kind of desperate to get in more in conventions. So because my injury, I'm just like trying to make a big comeback. That's my fault. So I'm not doing that this year. I'll probably just send one email and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with the convention stuff. So hopefully I can get this one. Hopefully, like last minute. I'm here just like, yeah, I appreciate the alert. Yeah. So I just realized, guys, I could do like me sleeping a lot earlier. On Thursdays, even if it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I could do streams like for 2-3 hours before I work on weekends, where it doesn't take that much time out of me, and I'm still working on stuff that I want to work on. Even though like these are not fully planned out artwork, which I just work on this next week and stuff like that. But technically, what I could do, like, it's kind of sound weird, but what I could do for the weekend streams, I could just work on things that I don't have fully planned on for my regular weekday streams, if that makes sense. Because like my weekday streams, I have fully planned on streams now. Like at least that's like the direction is going. The weekend streams could be like, oh, I'm just prepping my graphics for my Twitch cons or Twitch in general, right? My YouTube stuff, right? Like the faces of my character and emotes and stuff like that. So that's what I think I'm gonna start doing, guys, for the weekend when I have energy for it. Sometimes I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have some energy for it sometimes, but I'm gonna give it a try. Let me know what you guys think, because again, I don't want to like put too much content out there, which I know sounds weird, because I don't want to overload everything of me and like within streaming and Twitch and YouTube and all kind of stuff. So I want to do it, but I don't want to do too much. So hopefully you can find a good balance between them. Because also, like I said earlier, I don't want to this week I posted 4 videos of reaction content, which again, it's not my regular content, but it's like things that I like. So hopefully you guys are not like enjoying the content, guys. There are edited versions of this. So we are still gonna do art topics, but my last art topic was 10 days. Because if you guys don't know, I'm no longer doing scheduled content. No longer doing scheduled content. I'm doing what I want to do. For sometimes it's a week could be quantity content, or another week could be quality content, but it doesn't mean it's bad content. What I mean by that is like reaction content is reaction content, right? But it always has my art in it. Like it does have my art in it. But even if you guys like just wanted like wondering what I'm working on that week of streaming, guys, which is usually what comes from reaction content, in the beginning of the intro of the video, guys, you guys will see a progress of the artwork that I'm working on. Here's an example. Right here with the streamer university, people getting arrested, etc. I want you guys to know what the artwork that I was working on. Alright guys, so this is the artwork that I was working on. It's a Yu-Gi. So you see that? Boom. That's it. Within 5-6 seconds, you guys will get the introduction of what I'm working on. So if you guys are wondering, oh, what I missed on stream, because I don't put my live streams on public right now. I don't do that. So if you guys are like, oh, what he worked on this week, what I missed, etc. If I upload a reaction video content, guys, if I upload a reaction video, every single intro of the reaction video from now on will have what's the progress of the artwork. So even if the video is not for you, which I understand, like it depends what you like and stuff. If you're just curious of what artwork I'm working on, it's in the intro of the video. Like, oh, cool. All right, cool. I'm cut up. Like, I will love you to watch the whole video, obviously, and liking all that kind of stuff. But if people are just curious what I'm working on, just check out the intro of the video, guys, or the reaction content, and it'll be there. But yeah, my next video will be an art topic, guys, which is the car stuff, and then the video after that, I started the chill list video I'm working on. It's like 50% done. But I will also be uploading another video soon. After the car video, a game that we did on last night's stream, which is AI or not. It was a really fun stream. We were like, I got bamboozled on some of them, and I will be posting an edited version of that very, very soon for you guys. All right. So if you guys missed the stream, don't worry, it'll be on a YouTube video very, very soon. All right, let's get back to artwork. But all I'm saying, hopefully you guys enjoying the content. You know what I mean? That's my biggest hope, is that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out for you guys. That I'm finding a great balance to do. And yeah, I've been enjoying them. I've been having a lot of fun on YouTube. I'm still doing art topics, but I'm like bringing in more variety content. I'm doing reaction content. I'm doing like, now it's like now that I'm not in prison, I don't know if that makes sense. A prison of a schedule, because a schedule is like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Look, I've been here for a couple years now. There you go. I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. Like, cause like the thing is, schedule content is really like it's a good thing because people know, okay, there's a video coming out today. But I feel like schedule content is only good for bigger content creators, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be honest. For the content I want to create, I think it's just great just to have chaos a little bit on every week. But the constant content will be that there'll be content every single week. One week will be quantity, another week will be more quality. More quality means more edited, like videos, etc., stuff like that. Because yeah, so it's a good balance. It's a really good balance. So if you guys been enjoying the content, like that's like my biggest hope in general. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I've been having a lot more fun. I've been a lot more fun on YouTube. Because I was like getting somewhat burned out. I was just doing art topics because I would start trying to find any art topic I could find that had any interesting story. You know what I mean? But I realized that not every story is interesting, especially to me. Like Cat in Chat, that's her whole content, right? That is what she built on. She is an art topic content creator, right? Like the drama of the art world, right? I liked it for a little bit, but I don't want to be that. I want to be a content creator that just makes art. If that makes sense. I'm a content creator, but I implement my art in my content. And I don't know if it makes sense. But I'm trying to become like a variety kind of stuff. But yeah. So sometimes I even look into her channel and see if there's a story that I would love to get into. And really like, oh, can I really yeah, see like the card video? I haven't done mine yet. I'm really into that. I haven't watched her because I don't want to take anything from her. But like for example, there's a lot of like I didn't use AI stuff. I didn't use this AI, and I'm kind of like there's still a interest on that, but it's kind of like an annoying thing at this point. I don't want to promote them. That's why. I don't know. It doesn't make, I don't know. I'm very weird. Anyways. All right, guys. So, let's start filling some of the black right here, guys, and then start working on the dinosaur art pieces. And then from there, we are going to work on either start coloring some of them or work on the next our dinosaur art piece. All right, guys. Da 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 da. Let's see. There's a lot of holy shit going on. Do you guys like the bricks content? All right, the craziest toy collection on earth. I liked
Please
it
don't
for
tell my wife.
I liked the bricks content for a certain point, but I feel like it got to a point where I don't want to say it sold out, but it got to a point where it became another Funko Pop figure. Does that make sense? Because I feel like this started as a I mean, congratulations to the creator. Like I'm not giving like props to the creator. But I just feel like it got to a point where like it's just another Funko Pop collecting thing now, where it's like the quality I feel like it's gone down to a certain point. But I still think the figure's pretty cool, like the design of it. I think of it's pretty cool.
My wife said every single one of them cost about $5.
Who's in second place?
So there was a gentleman in China who had the previous record.
Okay.
Yes, and he had 1,008
Oh, wow.
bear bricks.
And you had him swept. Like,
That's
you knew.
right, because this wall alone, I have 1,100.
Is there a price?
Wow.
Oh man, that's a tough question.
We just found the biggest bear brick collector in the entire world. He has 3,482 unique bear bricks that got him the Guinness World Record for having the most bear bricks on Earth, and he has over 7,000 bear bricks here at his house. He won't tell us exactly how much it's worth, but I'm telling you right now, we have
Because honestly, guys, one of my goals in the future is to make either designer toys or toys. I feel like my art and my characters could really fit that world.
hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of bear bricks. We're gonna get into some of the craziest, most unique bear bricks.
All right, guys. So the craziest toy collection on Earth, about $1 million.
You have never seen before in your life, and some with some incredible stories. You do not want to miss out. You got to watch the whole video. We got a giveaway in the video as well, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit to see that. Let's get into it. Park, the man, the myth, the legend. Park, nice to meet you. I got to be careful holding this or I might drop and owe him a check. Thank you so much for having me. Let me give you this before I break something.
Sure.
Over 7,000 bear bricks. How did we get here? What's your story?
I know it's a little crazy. So I was also a sneakerhead like most of us.
Okay.
And I think I got really, really influeed by your main guy, Ben Baller.
Okay, shout out to Ben.
Ben
Ben
Baller?
is definitely one of the biggest bear brick collectors in the United States.
Okay.
He was for a very long time until he needed to kind of change homes. And actually these two bear bricks on the top used to belong to him.
These were
Yes,
Ben's
that's
bear
right.
bricks.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. These two were he auctioned off a lot of his bear bricks on the network application.
Okay.
And then I was able to get 2 of these. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
So what's the story though? Ben Baller influences you, it
Right.
gets you into bear bricks,
Yes.
and this is when?
yeah, so it started maybe like right before COVID times where
Okay.
I got into bear bricks, right? So like all of us sneakerheads, we know the existence of bear bricks, how there's a
I mean, a lot of people got into collecting around COVID time, dude. Some people grew out of it. Some people have not grew out of it.
crossover between streetwear and sneakers. And when I kind of got really disappointed of taking too many L's with sneakers, I kind of wanted to get a new hobby as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's only been 6 years and you've now gotten this record for the most bear bricks on Earth.
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
Well, the viewers want to see, we're going to start. What's the rarest bear brick here?
The rarest bear brick?
Yes.
So in my collection, somehow I was able to acquire over 30 different samples.
Okay.
And very
Oh,
similar to
samples?
we have player exclusive as well as samples. In
Okay.
Bear Brick World, we kind of have the same thing too.
Okay.
So some of the samples I would say are super rare ones because it's not easily, you can't purchase them anywhere, right?
Okay, show us one. What's one of your favorite samples?
One of my favorite samples might be, that one. How about we go to that one, Zach?
Yeah.
How about this one? This will be one of my favorite samples. So in 2021, Babe did a collaboration with Medicom Toy to create this bear brick. It's a really, really incredible bear brick because they came out with 1,000% and also 100%. So this one was released to the public, but you can see this is a sample that nobody really has. It has a completely different design, and you can see the sharp.
Oh, it was the idea. Yeah, it was an idea.
Pride and joy that I
How
had
did
in
you get
my
your
phone.
hands on it?
Well, we can't reveal the sources, but I do have somebody in East Asia who has some really incredible connections to potentially factories and designers.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Can't say the location or the people.
It's illegal.
Get it through my network.
Wow.
It's
so
illegal.
This is one of the 34 samples you said you had?
Yes, 30 samples. That I
Okay,
have in
you
my
have over
collection.
30 samples in your
Yes.
collection. What's the most expensive bear brick here?
One of my most expensive bear bricks, if you go to google.com and type the most expensive bear bricks, automatically you're gonna see the blue cost chomper.
Okay.
This one
Okay.
always ranks in top 5. And
Okay.
this one, in a pristine condition with really incredible boxes and everything, will go anywhere between 10K. It's pretty
10K.
expensive. And the
Wow.
beauty about this bear brick is that Cos, he himself painted the teeth and the mouth. In 2005, this came out in 2006.
Cause is a big artist, guys.
Right.
The Medicom Toy partner with Cos to create.
Because one of my when I was getting into like a lot of designer toys, Cause is like one of like the big influence of that. So his style is pretty much that. His style is pretty much like the Mickey Mouse outfit, and then what he does, he kind of built off of that. So let me show you guys the character. It's very simplistic, but it's still cool simplistic, if that makes sense. Because sometimes art does not have to be like super crazy detail, guys, and he has a couple characters. He has like an Elmo character too that's been very popular. And again, these are not detailed characters. These are not detailed character designs, because like Disney does not own the rights to like this right here, especially not anymore. And he has this one, and he also has like the Elmo one, and he has like the that one right there. He pretty much what he did is took characters that existed and put a new head and just make it his own art style. That's pretty much what he did. It worked. It worked very well. He worked with Kanye West as well. So one of my things is like in the future, which a near future, I gotta start saying near future at this point. I want to start creating designs that are simplistic designs, which I think I could do because I did it in the past with some of my old characters, and where I have more simplistic characters in my designs, and I could easily create something like this easy in my own art style because I have my own art style and original characters that I think will fit that world better. It's just that here's the thing. What Cos did, that he started with graffiti and then he started doing like toys and stuff like that, and I think that's a great way of going about it, and that's where he built up. The problem what I'm doing right now is that I need to focus on one project at a time. I can't just like, oh, I'm gonna have like toys, so I'm gonna start working on that, even though it's not gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? So my new thought process is like, okay, I gotta take a breather. I gotta focus on each project that I want to bring out at one at a time for the most part. So I could put 100% instead of 50%, 80%, stuff like that, right? So for example, the adventure series I'm working on right now, which is this is the food one right here. This right here is gonna be gonna be added into an art book, but also maybe into a t-shirt design. This is the second version of this. And so that's what the adventure series is focusing on right now, guys. It's just that's the main focus. Art book, t-shirts. That's it. And then yeah, if I could make a byproduct with like an art print, that's fine too, because that's like for Artist Alley stuff. And then for the Think of Universe is pretty much full on illustrations, and comic book. Not art book, but that could be a byproduct in the future. But full illustration designs now for like future product and art and comic book. That's it. I'm not doing beyond that. If I can make stickers to some of the illustrations that I make, then that's a byproduct. But like that's the idea now. It's like I'm no longer trying to do one thing at a time, or like one thing here, one thing there, one thing, like I'm not trying to like really expand like that like anymore, because I feel like that was the big mistake that I was doing. It's like I was wasting too much time.
A brand called Original Fake, and there's only 150 of this.
How much is that worth?
Oh, it gets even better. This is actually a sample of that beverage.
Wow.
Yes.
What's the release?
Oh,
date?
sample.
So it's really not sold on the market. So it's a little hard to say the estimate, but
Wow.
if I were just to give you a number, it might be close to maybe 20K, something like that. But please don't tell my wife.
Okay.
My wife said every single one of them cost about $5. So
Okay.
please, yes.
So, Parks Wife, if you're watching, it's not worth $20,000. It's worth $5.
Yes.
$5. Okay, great. Well, we have some incredibly unique bear bricks here, and I know this is just one room. I know in the basement there's even more.
That's right.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yes.
But I want to get into some of the unique bear bricks. I mean, I think the best thing about bear bricks is that they tell so many stories. There's so many cool things behind them.
Right.
Why one is worth so much, and what why it's unique, or why they made it, what the artist was. But before we do that, we got to talk about your world record.
Sure.
Can we see the plaque?
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a Guinness World Record for having the most bear bricks in the world.
That's right, yes.
How do you even get the Guinness World Record for having the most bear bricks?
So it's a really tedious process. You basically need to count every single one of them. You got to take a picture of every single one. You need to have two independent witnesses to come and count it for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
So putting the paperwork together, it took me about 3 months.
3 months?
Yes, it took me about 3 months because I do have a full-time job.
Right.
And during the nights and weekends, I needed to take pictures. And there's another really, really important part is you can't have any duplicates. So in my collection, you'll see some samples, some custom-made bear bricks, and they were all disregarded. And every set needed to be counted as one as well. So because of that process, it was really, really hard.
Okay, so even after all those disqualifications, you still had 3,482 bear bricks.
Yes, and still growing, honestly, because I got the record in March.
Right.
And it's been now, 4 months, and yes, there's been more and more being added.
Who's in second place?
So there was a gentleman in China who had the previous record.
Okay.
Yes, and he had 1,008 bear bricks.
And you had swept. So
That's right, because this wall alone, I have 1,100.
So the guy in second place gets one wall.
Yes.
Is there a price to sell this whole collection?
Oh man, that's a tough question. Price to sell? I would not sell it, but if somebody wants to sell it, you could message me.
So if someone wants to buy it, they'll message you to see, but it's not really for sale.
Right, it's not for sale.
Park is giving away a Michael Jordan bear brick to one lucky person.
Oh, wow.
All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and comment your favorite part of the video. Tell us about this bear brick.
Sure.
Michael Jordan?
It just came out last year.
Okay.
It came out at the Medicom Toy exhibition in Japan. 2 colorways. And you can see this completes another full set of Jordan bear bricks, right?
Wow.
This is one of the iconic photo shoots that Jordan did when he was showcasing his Jordan 1s.
Shout out to Park for giving away a bear brick that is so awesome of him. All you gotta do, comment your favorite part. Here's a winner from the last time, and we'll reach out to you directly.
Hey.
Ship you out a bear brick. Let's get back into it. How do you organize all this?
I love all the looks though.
What's your rhyme or reason as to what's here and what's there? How is all this organized?
Yeah. So number one, I definitely don't have OCD. A lot of people who come visit my collection, they think I have
OCD.
what is it? Like
A condition?
Yeah, condition to have everything organized, but that's not really the case. What I did was when I started collecting, I needed to find a proper display to put them together, right? I always felt that when I collected sneakers, they needed to be properly displayed because you could appreciate the beauty of the design, right? So on here, what I did was I found a mini Funko case, and they fit a bear brick perfectly.
Okay.
And you can see it's 7x4.
Right.
And so every case has usually 28 bear bricks. My approach of collecting bear bricks and displaying is truly based on what I liked.
Okay.
Truly. When I started collecting bear bricks, I kind of I really like watching horror movies. Immediately, one of the first series of bear bricks that I collected were all horrors. So you can see Chucky, you can see Chucky, you can see H.R. Geiger, the guy who created Alien.
Wow.
This is not really horror, but I kind of put with science.
A sci-fi,
themes.
yeah,
You can see
sci-fi.
Pennywise, you can see Beetlejuice, you can see the Chinese vampire, but that was my first love and my first passion of just collecting a nice army of horror bear bricks.
Okay.
And then, you know, the phrase strengths in numbers?
Okay.
I kind of always felt that with bear bricks too. If you put a common theme together in like a nice little group, it really looks nice too.
Okay.
So you could see a line of horror bear bricks
Okay.
and science fiction. So
I mean, if he had OCD, he probably done it by color.
we have some Japanese anime. So we have Evangelion, we have Mazinger, Ultraman,
Wow.
we have Kamen Rider. And these are just subset of bear bricks. A lot of these bear bricks are very, very popular and well liked. And Medicom Toy will continue making them, right? But for me, once I kind of reached the limit, this is where it kind of stopped.
Okay.
But then maybe sneak peek I could show you, but I said it sucks, but yes, I got more. So
Oh
So
my
we're in this whole
god.
room filled with bear bricks. There's more bear bricks in the basement. There's the Guinness World Record, and then there's more. Okay, so Park, tell us, what else is there?
yeah,
What the hell is that?
So for example, the bear bricks that I couldn't logically fit in the theme, they'll be sorted and organized in this thing called blister boards. So they're really easy
Blister
to
boards?
display because you could just quickly, essentially just take it
Wow,
out,
that's kinda
quickly
cool.
Organize, rearrange it any way you want. So these are some of the bear bricks that I just couldn't fit it.
Okay, so these are the leftovers.
Well, I wouldn't say leftovers either. Every single one of them are not valuable, but they're really incredible designs, right?
I agree.
Yes, they're not leftovers, but you're right. I do have some leftovers that
I actually do like that. Like it's like a toy thing, kind of cardboard box. That's actually kind of cool. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
bought it impulse buy or maybe it was a good deal. But yes, these are some of the, I wouldn't say leftover, maybe like they were bleed out or something. They were,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so
They're-
let's go
they're
through the
leftovers, bro.
these.
Yeah. So we got some Japanese anime, and then now he got some musicians. So I'm originally from Korea, so you got some K-pop stars.
Wow.
Some of the K-pop stars that you might know might.
Wait, K-pop also had bear bricks. How much does a bear brick cost, by the way? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this video is way too long though for something like this. Cause like yeah, like you don't want to showcase every single one of them.
One at letters,
Oh, is this like the flags?
Series 1 flag, Series 1 jelly bean, Series 1 pattern, Series 1 animal, and Series 1 cute. You could see that all the way to Series 40. So you could see the progression and the changes of the design throughout the years. So this right here on this wall alone, you could see almost 20 years of Bearbrick history. And I kind of like it because even though they're not really popular, like do you know people that would want a flag of Canada? Maybe not, right? But I'm since 2002. They have a long-standing relationship, and this was one of actually the bricks are completely transparent like Ben Baller's bear brick.
Right.
Yeah, and those I think they are gonna ask additional more. The hobby is really easy to get into.
Is that Bruce Lee?
As you can see, what people want, but no, just
Yeah, how much does a bear brick cost right now? I'm pretty sure it's not that expensive. Like, there obviously there's some that do cost a lot more. Is that the website? Oh, it is. Okay, 30 years? I'm on their website. I don't know what the hell's going on. What? Okay, hold up. Let's say I want to buy one, right? Where do you buy it? Because like technically these are still designer toys. Technically. I mean, there's this one right here, $90, huh? Oh, you get a big one and a small one, a set of Spider-Man bricks. Oh, that's kind of cool. No Way Home. Like, that's kind of like, yeah. Also got some classic ones too as well. Set of six of them for 70. I mean, that's very expensive, but all right, that's pretty cool, I guess. This one's cool. The popcorn one. That costs a lot of money though. $854, dude. Yeah, like if so, I have some figures from like designer toys, but not that much, guys. But this is one website you can go to get like some characters right here. Like some characters from like the designer toys. It's like Martian toys. Yeah, like one of my favorite artists is actually right here. Hold up. right here, like one of the characters right here, guys, was Cukes. Yeah, they do some really cool stuff. Martian exclusives. I wonder if they still have the containers. Yeah, Cukes he's been in the business for like designer toys for a while now, guys. For a while, dude. Red Guardian, Flower Power, which is Mario right here, which I think is really cool. But yeah, that's his style. Like that, he has one character only, guys. That's it. Well, no, sorry, that's a lie. He has multiple characters, but that's his main character. What he does, he also hires other artists to work on his character to make art prints nowadays too. Like he does art too, don't get me wrong, but he hires other artists to do the artwork now too. He does like he is like crazy cool. A set emerges three core pillars: childhood lifestyle, Japanese robot, and mech, hip hop, etc. Yeah, and then major collaborations. Like it's like, bro, he's been everywhere, man. Like Adidas is one of his biggest ones. He did with Jollibee as well, and like, yeah, he has other characters like this one right here. He has other characters, like different kind of masks and stuff. But like you see, like these art prints, they're made by other artists. Like there is a collab with other artists, pretty much. Like this one right here, he does like a lot of these like mech kind of like figure. Oh wait, hold up. Like yeah, he does like these mech designs right here. And yeah, dude, like his thing is mechs. Like that's his thing. It's very cool stuff. And then yeah, he just collab with him, and yeah, that's what they do. And look at the art prints; like they're very clean art prints. That's why I want to make art prints like this, guys, with my characters I'm working on, one of my illustrations. I want something like this, clean. I want my characters to be showcased, just the characters alone, and hopefully it gets people's attention. That is my big hope with my new illustrations I'm working on right now. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, that's what he does. He just collabs with other people. He hires other people, and they create artwork for him, pretty much. And he doesn't have to like work as hard anymore, on certain things, because he's just collabing. You know, he just like he does this right here. Like that's his thing. Like he does these, and then yeah, like I think he does this one too. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like he does some artwork. Don't get me wrong, he does some of the artwork. Like I think most of the artwork, but like something like this, I believe he collabs with other people. I believe. But anyways, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. But yeah, back to the art. All right, guys. So we're working on my dinosaur right now, because like I said, right now, guys, I'm prepping for Artist Alley TwitchCon just in case. Like that's what I'm doing right now, just in case. That's where I'm at right now. Phoenix resale is crashing out. You know what's crazy though? Retail seller is gonna go up in value, guys. I said this before. I think like in a year or like a couple years after the whole ban of physical media, right? I think the ban after physical media, I think retailers like retro stores, I think they're gonna up in value like crazy. It's not gonna be overnight, but I feel like it's gonna happen.
What is going on, you broke ass Timmies and Tamanthas? Welcome back to.
That's what I'm saying.
He decided to dip his little greedy toes into the hobby. He's exactly the kind of dude that the hobby's attracting at the moment, so wouldn't shock me if he starts up a little Pokemon side hustle.
So it's only natural that he was going to end up on my channel again. Because not only are you able to send video games to him through his online Quick Flips app or website, whatever it is, but you can now send him Pokemon cards.
What is this, Dustin?
This is a collection that we just got in.
So somebody sent all of these packs in
Yeah.
through myquickflips.com because we're buying sealed packs. Okay, Dustin, what's the story on all this stuff? I haven't seen this.
This just came in. Quick flip submission.
Really?
All one batch. One
Someone
guy.
said, what is this like?
I mean, it makes sense that he's getting into the Pokemon stuff because it's just very profitable.
Collection boxes?
Yes, premium collection boxes.
That's right. Singles, bulk, and sealed Pokemon cards. And you better believe that he's just been stockpiling that shit like crazy. Please stop sending your Pokemon cards to Quick Flips. Guys, please don't send your Pokemon cards to something like Quick Flips. Just flip it on Facebook Market. You're getting a percentage off sending it to somebody like Caleb anyway. Just put it on Facebook Markets for cheaper than market value and it will sell. You don't need to send it to tool bags like this.
Well, I mean, people do want to save time,
To
so.
be clear and for some context real quick, because I think that this gets lost in translation sometimes. My dislike of Caleb does not solely stem from the fact that he is a reseller. There are good resellers out there. I'm sure a lot of us know at least one good reseller, one great local store that we go to, one really cool online reseller. There are good ones. And I'll show an example at the end of this video, but my dislike of Caleb and what he does stems from the fact that for a few years he was acting as though he was very passionate about video games to his audience for quite a while, you know, before revealing himself to just be another person that's just in this for the money. He has exposed himself as just another greedy, grifting reseller who lowballs the absolute shit out of everybody for his own financial gain, all while having literally no passion for these games. Like, all of these games just get flipped on Amazon. I'm not sure he even has that many games at his own house. And a lot of people were behind him when he started this like channel.
I will say though, his series were really fun. I remember watching his like finding like the games that he wanted for GameCube and stuff like that. But it's kind of like, it was kind of weird because it was like games that he said he grew up with. But then it turned out, oh no, these are games that I just wanted because I just want to like do a series on YouTube. But they were a great series, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I was like, what? Like, really? Nah.
Of him like going around and finding stuff to resell / collect, but after every like
It's part of the internet culture, man. Content creator.
Always end up selling off most of the stuff.
Yeah, he just sells it. Yeah, he just sells it all. Yeah.
It into the scumbag reseller category here on YouTube, coined by our very own Heckin' Steve. Go subscribe to Heckin' Steve if you want to see somebody who clowns on resellers all the time. He's absolutely hilarious. Go check him out. If you're new to this channel and you've never like seen any of my other Caleb / Phoenix resale / Quick Flips videos, go check out my other videos if you need more context or.
Yeah, I mean, like, did he actually crash this out, or is this just clickbait? Because I will give her a dislike if she's, because I don't like clickbait.
Pokemon fans. Your people are some of
Such an awesome. I mean, it's not our event or anything, but like these are our people.
These are not your people, Caleb. These are real Pokemon fans. Your people are some of the other smelly reselling grifters.
What?
$2,400 Gyarados card and that fake ass laugh.
We might have a couple Mimikyus in our big binder over there too, so make sure to stop by whenever there's an opening over there. Yep. They didn't want to look at it. They left.
I'm sorry, but like it's so uncomfortable. That was so uncomfortable. Like I said,
Oh no, vending has those awkward moments. Like, let's be honest. Like, I had those moments where like you don't want to push too hard. You kind of want to push. It's really hard, man. I talk about this in my vlog. We selling.
that I don't love making fun of his employees because they're just doing their job. But I do feel like they're pretty clueless about all of this. Like they don't really know what they're doing right now. They're approaching these conversations as if they're in the store trying to sell things to people. They're like, "What are you looking for today?" "Oh, you don't know? Well, why don't I direct you to my $2,400 Gold Star Gyarados? How about you buy that? Oh, you like Mimikyu? Be sure to check out our big binders for some Mimikyus that are probably 50 cents but are $5 in that binder for some reason." I don't know. I would personally be uncomfortable at a card show if a vendor was trying to sell me on specific things at their table. Like, just let me browse, dude. I will let you know if I want to spend money, I promise. It just is giving like those retail people who like follow you around the store and ask you 100 questions.
Yeah.
Just trying to look.
That's why I just leave them alone, and like if they need some help, then I will say something. But sometimes I think I get it. I do it right most of the time, but there are times where I'm like, oh yeah, I accidentally pushed too hard. because I thought they wanted to have more information about it. Just didn't feel comfortable to ask that question. You know what I mean?
It just makes you want to leave the store, you know? Just let people browse.
Our sealed didn't do nearly as well as our singles did.
What's the cost of sealed now? It's too expensive to rip.
We're in the scalper market,
we're-
so
it was sold
I wonder why that might be. Maybe because quick flips. Shit. Well, don't buy those.
Is this where you're trashing out? Hold up.
Hang on. I've been working on these freaking Facebook ads.
So wait, why is that on there? Why didn't you like edit this part out?
Everyone
Am I
loves
tripping?
going to the yard sales, the thrift stores, the pawn shops in my case, buying low and selling high. It's super fun. What you don't often see is the behind the scenes of then sitting down and taking your trunk full of crap
and taking 10 hours to list it.
Everyone wants to, ooh, take the camera out and look what I'm finding. And what you don't see is sitting down for 10 hours afterwards and cranking out
A brutal edit.
What?
And if you
what?
run a small video game business and you're unwilling to do the boring stuff, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably going to get beat by a competitor who is. Case in point, look at this. This is something that I just saw an update from the other day. Cake Hoarder Games in Modesto, California. You will not see, as a video game store, lines that stretch around the block if you're not dedicating a significant amount of your time to marketing the business.
Here's what I'm gonna say about this, okay? Because he brought up Cake Hoarder Games. Cake Hoarder Games and Quick Flips are two completely different entities, just entirely different business models and people and goals and audiences, right? Being somebody in the retro video game hobby, I've been following Caleb and Max for a very long time. Caleb's always been giving more reseller vibes, not super interested in the actual games, more interested in the reselling aspect of things, the profits, the money, the business aspect of it all. And Max's content has always been more of like, he's just a collector at heart, showcasing his collection over the years. I think he does a room tour like every single year. I look forward to it every year. He did like some vlogs in Japan where he was picking up cool retro stuff. He tries to document like finding all these rare vintage store displays. Both of these people are resellers, but that is pretty much the only thing they have in common. Truly, his collection should probably end up in a museum someday. He has collected and preserved.
I think that's the biggest reason why they separate these two, because one likes to collect, but also he runs a business, so he has to resell stuff, right, for upper market. But at least with I guess with him, it's like, oh, he's a legit collector. He enjoys his stuff a lot. He loves it. The other one is just doing it for the sake of content, and that would work for him as a content creator. Because I actually saw like a little video about him, about like how Phoenix Resale started as a content creator who started at one thing to another, like, you know, trying to find his niche and what worked for him, and you know, Pokemon was one of those things that ended up working for him. But at the end of the day, it was just all like not good, because ever since he's kind of like exposed that he doesn't even like video games, like, at all. That's the thing, is like, he doesn't like you know what it reminds me of? Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember that there was a content creator that was who did like music reviews, and he did a video that he doesn't even like music like that. Like, he wasn't even a big fan of music. He just did it because that's what it worked. And in the world of content creator, there's a lot of people that are like that. And because he was quitting anyway, so he didn't care anymore. I think he came back or someone tried to come back, but yeah, there was a creator who did music reviews, but he wasn't really into music like that at all.
Pieces of retro video game history that honestly, like, I can't believe even survived. But people can actually relate to Max because, again, he's very passionate about what he's doing. He's showing off his own collection. He loves this shit. Look at his store. You know, look at his store next to Quick Flips. Let's just look at them next to each other. Look at all the time and effort and money spent tracking down these retro store displays. Nostalgia is just plastered on every single inch of this store. I remember when he was kind of documenting them like starting up the business. Him and his partner were literally at one point like cutting out little pieces of like old retro magazines and ads and like Mod Podging them to the bottom of the display cabinets in their store. Like every inch of this store has thought put into it, care, love, passion, and just like nostalgia everywhere you look. I have never even walked into the store, but I like looking at it through a screen genuinely makes me happy because it's just the coolest looking store ever. I'm sorry, but like, what are you walking into at Quick Flips? Black walls, crunchy floor. I'm just fucking around. But seriously, like there's almost no decorations. There's no time and effort put into really trying to make this look like a nostalgic place to be. It's just a lot of black walls and overpriced shit in glass cases. And I mean, look at this, guys. Like this is not something you should be finding in a retro video game store. Someone sent me this post from Facebook. Somebody went into Quick Flips and saw all of these N64 ROM hacks of like Pokemon Game Boy games. These games do not exist for the Nintendo 64. These are essentially just like fake games. And he's charging $40 for these games. For this unofficial junk, essentially. That some people who are walking into your game store,
you could do that?
just got into the
Just
hobby or
kidding.
something, like, they might not even realize that these are unofficial and buy it and not understand that there's consequences with playing these games. I mean, there is potential consequences of putting one of these carts.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but collecting is a bitch. Collecting is a bitch. Oh, keep it someone streaming. God damn it. Actually, you know what? I haven't done this in a while, but let me see what other streamers are doing right now. Like I said, I want to connect to the streamer world more, guys. The Tetris game isn't for everyone. I mean, Tetris is just the greatest game of all time. Bro, I hate Twitch. As soon as I get on, I get an ad. Like, let me get an ad if I'm watching for like 20 plus minutes. But not in the beginning of a stream. That makes zero sense to me. Like, if you want to get people to watch streamers more longer and like give it a chance for streamers that they don't know, don't give them ads in the beginning of the stream or when they click on it. You know, that makes zero sense to me. Oh, he's doing more anime stuff right now. Is he doing more remakes? Yeah, I saw him at Evo. Really cool dude. Oh, he gave me a patch. I don't remember if I gave him something in return. Hopefully I did. If I didn't, god damn it. Just god damn it. But yeah, he's been doing like some remakes artworks lately. He did one for yeah, I mean that's not he did it for Ghost Rider. Yeah, the Ghost Rider one. He remade this one. It's like a cool art style. And he does like, this is like his anime style too, is right here. I think that's his first version right here. Like I will let you, like I want to do more redraws for sure, which I'm kind of doing right now in some ways. With my recent characters and stuff. But yeah, it's just like I'm doing it and I'm like I'm on and off and I gotta stop doing that, you know. Haircut reveal. How I look, spending the day with dad, trying to Hello Kitty McDonald's meal. Oh my. What does that even mean? Trying the Hello Kitty McDonald's meal. Is there actual Hello Kitty meal where like they give you like a special sauce or something like that? Or it's just a basic Burger King a basic meal? Like, because I do know that McDonald's does that now, by the way. Like where they what do they call it? They give you like an extra like different kind of sauce or something like that that's special for the meal and stuff. But I don't think they're not doing it. I don't think they're doing for this. And the sear. I'm actually hungry. I just ate cereal and an apple. Like I'm just like not fully there. Let me see. I'm looking at people I haven't watched in a while. That's what I'm like looking into. So, oh, they're doing. Is she doing a Grand Theft Auto marathon right now? That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. She's an artist too, by the way. That I met in Australia when I was over there. Not Australia, sorry. Amsterdam. Australia, please. Oh yeah, does she still do art, by the way, Angel? Seven to financial late and yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if they are if she still does art. By the way, it's been a while. Yeah, like I said, I gotta make a comeback with like connecting with the art with like streamers in general, not just the art world streamers, but streamers in general, man. I really do. Oh, what time is it? All right, we're good. Yeah, we're still good. We still got like an hour. Cause I used to start working around 5:30, guys. Cause like I usually start around 4:30, right? But the reason why I'm starting like an hour later from now on is because it's just so hot right now, dude. Like the heat right now, it's just can't bear it. I could deal with like an hour of the heat. But the problem is like I'm not trying to be on the AC too much, but like in and out still like all over the place, and it made me sick. It was just really bad. Yeah, it was just not good. So that's why like 5:30. By the time it's 6 o'clock, things are very like get cooled. It gets like dark. It's not fully, but yeah, it's like okay, you know, like, that's a lot better. I gotta save these videos, guys. I'm trying to keep like my videos. Oh, you know what? What about the videos that I skipped that I didn't end up watching? Let's see those. Again, again, the bonus streams, guys. I will start playing out more better for sure. I will plan them better. Like I'll let you guys know. Like I will start playing those a lot more better in the future. Let's see. Oh, you know, I didn't even watch this practice CC video. Let's watch this one. Tom Segura's life is falling apart.
After
Is it though?
creating one of the biggest comedy podcasts on the planet, making tens of millions of dollars, and having 2 children in 18 years of marriage, comedians Tom Segura and Christina P. are officially getting divorced. Now, if it were any other celebrity couple, this wouldn't be big news, but people thought that Tom and Christina were different, that they had somehow figured out the secret to surviving nearly 2 decades of marriage without losing what made their bond so strong in the first place. Fans believed they were truly best friends who were able to discuss subjects most couples wouldn't even bring up in private and laugh it off.
After we finished making Marital Love, a second later, you're like, I gotta take a shit now. And I was like, yeah, I know. So let's say on a scale of 1 to 10.
That's
oh my
10.
God, I have.
Oh my God, what the?
And I couldn't get 10, 9, or 8. But
Or
I
is
think I
not-
might be able to do a 7.
But the jokes that once made these two seem inseparable are now starting to look like confessions that their relationship was falling apart.
I don't feel like you see me as a woman. I don't
That's-
think you respect me.
That's hurtful.
Well, it's true.
No.
Now, fans had already noticed Tom was changing. They argued for years that success had made him more arrogant, out of touch, and completely
Oh yeah. He fully did a whole 360.
Recognizable from the comedian they once loved.
If you just sit around and you know what? You only have what you have because of fans, so don't talk about us like that. Yeah, but you're still a loser.
What almost nobody
That's-
asked was how Tom's transformation was affecting the person closest to him.
You have 2 kids. How old?
Yep.
6 and 4.
Okay, so this is like almost like abusive, right? How much he tours.
It's horrible.
And since fans were distracted by the new version of Tom that they didn't like, they couldn't see that they were watching the collapse of a marriage one episode at a time.
Damn.
Although podcasting is the #1 way to grow a fan base as a comedian today, when Tom and Christina started back in 2010, it was basically unheard of. They got the idea from Joe Rogan, and JRE's producer, Brian Redban, helped the couple officially launch the Your Mom's House podcast. And from the very first episode, you can see these two were not your ordinary couple.
He talks about this one broad that he banged in Africa once, like
Africa?
so in love with her.
I wasn't in love with her. She was a junkie. She was a reformed junkie.
Oh my god.
And she was like in a punk, and she was all tatted up.
What?
He
likes that.
And then after I was done, I was like, that probably isn't a good person to not wear protection with.
Tom and Christina casually chatted for 20 minutes about their past partners and even go on to describe how much they enjoy sleeping with other people. Most couples willfully choose to ignore their respective pasts, and others use body counts as a way to determine if they are damaged goods. But Tom and Christina were both full-time stand-up comedians. Therefore, no subject was off the table for the sake of comedy.
Could be satire too.
Puerto Ricans are her.
I love Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
And they can have huge dongs. I mean, there's a lot of Puerto Rican I've crushed.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I don't have to say that to my husband's face.
And by them sharing intimate details and embarrassing facts about each other, viewers felt connected on a deeper, almost parasocial level, as if they were close friends shooting the shit with them every episode. This family-like dynamic got even more realistic when Tom would occasionally call his parents in the middle of the podcast.
Hey, I wanted to tell you something I'm really excited about. I'm poly and I'm bi and I'm non-binary.
You're what?
What?
I'm poly and I'm bi and I'm non-binary.
This is what I understand. I'm poly and I'm bi and I'm non-binary.
Tom acknowledged just how deeply listeners had been pulled into their personal lives, saying, "We have these relationships with fans that you would have with your friends or family. The crazy thing is, you forget they know so much about you. So when someone walks up and is like, 'Is your mom good?' you forget that you relayed all this stuff on air. And now this guy knows so much about me." But the real magic of Your Mom's House had almost nothing to do with Tom or Christina. The podcast introduced their audience to a vast assortment of strange internet characters that they called cool guys. They had inside jokes that emerged from the depths of multi-hour-long podcasts and had basically built an entire world for fans to immerse themselves into. There are so many nonsensical references and catchphrases that make perfect sense to the average viewer, but would sound ridiculous to anyone unfamiliar with the show. And it starts with the original and easiest to understand, which is the usage of the name Mommy or Jeans. It started as a pet name Tom and Christina had given to each other, and they began referring to everyone and everything as Jeans and Mommy, which eventually became a universal label for fans of the show. This also includes the motto of wearing your jeans high and tight, which is kind of their spin on picking yourself up by your bootstraps, essentially trying to live life to the fullest in the best way possible. This bit became so prominent that fans would record themselves in public referring to others as Jeans or Mommy to see if anyone noticed.
Hi,
What?
Mommy, can I get a... Alright, Mommy, one sec. I'm just glassing. That's okay, Mommy. Hi, Mommy. Can I get a...
What?
And the depth of these random catchphrases and sayings were almost like they were speaking a different language on this podcast. Most of them came from random internet videos the couple reacted to on the show. Tom and Christina would find in the deep corners of the internet an unusual person who posted a video, hyperfixate on an odd phrase that they said, and repeat it endlessly on the show. One of the most legendary examples of this is Robert Paul Champagne, who coined the now infamous phrase, "Try it out." Robert posted a video to the internet where he offered an open invitation to literally any gay man in the world to come to his house and have sex with him.
Black guys who love the good. If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta. I need to be a lot.
What?
Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man. You want to come, move in? Your friend can move with you too, man. Free
What the
rent, give me
fuck?
the key. Me. You beat me. I'm home there now. You see me? You want to come over today and try it out? Try it out, man. If you're in my building, try it out. You want to let me try it out.
Another fan favorite is a man by the name of Fed Smoker, a boots-on-the-ground conspiracy theorist who, as the name suggests, smokes feds. He records himself confronting police, news reporters, store employees, and random strangers while accusing them of being federal agents or members of the government. It goes without saying that Fed Smoker was not the most mentally stable human, and easily became one of the most infamous characters in the Your Mom's House cinematic universe.
I'm on record for a moment. What is this place, anyways? What is this place?
You don't need to film me.
Oh, I'm new to the documentary. Listen here.
I don't care. I don't want to.
This is America, you dumb son of a. Okay.
You dumb son of a. I'm a private person, and I don't want to be.
American, you stupid. I can ask you anything I want. What's up there, Chomo? Listen here. What do you get? How do you get a job here, face?
Well, not like that.
So you know what? You're fired, bud.
No,
okay?
I'm not.
So he's like a nuisance streamer, and oh god.
Things like that.
Fed was famous for calling people chomos, which was short for child molesters, as well as a long list of hilarious one-liners that became so ingrained to the fans' brains that they compulsively say it anywhere and everywhere. One of the most notable characters of the YMH universe was country music star Garth Brooks. Tom remarked that Garth looked insane after reacting to a handful of bizarre social media uploads he made. The fan base took a liking to poking fun at Garth, but Tom took it one step further and joked that Garth's dead eyes and disassociative vibe might indicate that he is a serial killer.
I haven't been on his socials. I know that there's a lot of people missing
What?
him that they've been to the concerts. Like every time that he's in a city doing a show, the next day they're like, oh, there's like 6 people gone.
Women.
Yeah.
The fan base absolutely ran with the joke. Friends in Low Places is actually a veiled confession of how he buried a bunch of bodies on his property. YMH fans began flooding Garth's comments with pleas to turn himself in and help police locate the bodies. And these are not just a few diehard fans. Literally the entire comment section of pretty much any Garth Brooks post are YMH fans making jokes. As a result, those unfamiliar with the podcast are genuinely confused as to why Garth's comment section is full of allegations that he killed people. Now, the Your Mom's House lore runs super deep. I mean,
yeah, I did not know that deep.
Multi-hour documentary about all of their inside jokes and catchphrases, which is representative of how they built such a diehard fan base. Not only were fans able to connect with the hosts on a deep and familial-like level, but the community was like a club that you could only really participate in the shenanigans and inside jokes if you were an avid listener of the podcast. But the qualities that made the show so emotionally impactful were directly correlated to the place both Tom and Christina were at in their lives. Like, sure, they were successful comedians and were definitely making some pretty good money, but they still seemed to be regular down-to-earth people whose lives weren't all too different from their viewers. However, fame has a way of changing people even when they don't realize it's happening, and this is thanks in large part to the podcast's success. Tom got his big break in 2014 with his Netflix stand-up special, Completely Normal. Today, landing a Netflix special is pretty much considered the top of the mountain when it comes to success as a comedian. But back in 2014, we were still in this transition period where people weren't sure if Comedy Central, SNL, or HBO were going to become the top dogs in comedy. As an early believer in Netflix, Tom was able to establish a close relationship with the platform well before its major expansion in 2017, which saw a new comedy special added to the streaming service every week. Tom later teamed up with Netflix to release Mostly Stories in 2016 and Disgraceful in 2018. This meant that as Netflix continued to establish itself as the go-to place for comedy specials, Tom became one of the biggest names in the scene, and it exposed him to an entirely new audience in which many of them naturally found themselves listening to the Your Mom's House podcast to hear more. And this period between 2016 and 2019 is considered to be the golden age of the Your Mom's House podcast, affectionately referred to as the Fat Tom era. And that's because in spite of his major success, Tom maintained the appearance of an ordinary guy. He kind of dressed like a slob, spoke with zero filter, and was constantly being pestered by his wife, which made him both endearing and relatable. But towards the end of the decade, Tom had become the more popular member of the relationship. He was going on bigger tours, getting more specials, and was developing his own personal fan base separate from the podcast. This is an important shift because when Tom and Christina first met, their relationship dynamic was almost the opposite. Christina was considered the hot blonde in a male-dominated scene, and all the comics wanted to sleep with her. She chose Tom because he was humble, kind-hearted, and wasn't trying to creep on her. Some might have even interpreted back then that she was out of his league, but fans of the pod now realize that they were always the perfect match. However, as Tom's career exploded, Christina got pregnant with their first child. Naturally, there was only so much career advancement she could manage while pregnant and then with a newborn. That said, Christina was building a legitimate career of her own. She was headlining shows all over the country and even got her own Netflix special in 2017.
Mother inferior?
Then she immediately got pregnant again in 2018.
He did it on purpose.
As Tom's was exponentially increasing.
He did it on purpose, guys.
Tom's 2019 Take It Down tour grossed around $4.3 million. The couple also moved into a $6.6 million mansion in 2020. From there, Tom developed a few new expensive hobbies, such as buying sports cars and collecting luxury watches, showing just how far they had come from their humble roots.
Wow.
Now, every ounce of their success was earned through the years of hard work and dedication to their craft. However, it would ultimately be that same success that eroded the podcast from the inside and put their downfall on full display. Ironically, Tom discovering Andrew Tate seems like a pivotal moment in hindsight.
What?
Andrew was introduced to the YMH fanbase as just another cool guy that they would typically make fun of.
Let's cut to the chase here. Women should clean up. Not only should women clean up, women should clean up unprompted.
He's in prison by now, by the way. He's in prison right now.
Ask me to pay for shit. If you're with me, your life is effectively free. Everywhere you eat, everywhere you go, where you sleep, you ain't paying for shit.
Even though immediately, like the opening line, you're like, if somebody starts to sell the listen, you'll never pay for any, like everything's like, then you start to go like, oh, I mean, he wants something in return.
Now, all cool guys would be showered with praise, but it was sarcastic, as none of the viewers genuinely saw these people.
Bro, the Pro right now is $900 and is selling out all because of GTA 6, by the way. It's crazy. People are willing to spend that much money. He did warn everybody to buy the Pro, like last year, pretty much. Yeah, the Black Friday last year was like the best time, or in 2024. Damn. Because I have the first version of the PS5. $900 just to not have to play GTA 6 at a 60 frames per second. Yeah, I don't know if GTA 6 on the regular PS5 will be able to do 60. I'm not 100% sure on that. They're saying yes, because again, I don't know. Yeah, we're still waiting for that. But I'm fine with the frame rate. Like, if it's 60, it better be at least 60, dude. Like 1080 to 60, I'm fine with that. So I'm thinking like the Pro could go maybe a little bit more higher in frames and obviously higher quality. But
as traditionally good people, Christina made her opinions much more clear. She joked that she loved Tate, but also called him a crazy narcissist who was likely venting his frustrations at some woman who wronged him in a bitter and desperate way. Tom was nodding and agreeing with Christina, but actually making effort to make sense of Tate's outrage.
You know what he's fired up at? That money is wasted. He sees it as wasted funds.
You think so?
Absolutely. I paid for all that and I still remember that you couldn't wash a plate. It's not just about the mess.
Get a cleaning lady.
Other things. It's other things. But
it's other things.
The other thing really is her lack of gratitude.
Although he is trying to understand and explain Andrew Tate's point of view, ultimately Tom is criticizing him and saying that his views on relationships are extreme and flat out wrong. That opinion would seemingly change in less than 2 years when Tom actually met Andrew face to face. And that's because Tom's life changed drastically in those 2 years. Segura released his 4th Netflix special, Ball Hog, in March of 2020, just as the pandemic shut down the comedy scene. With clubs and theaters now indefinitely closed, Netflix specials and podcasts were the best options people had to get their comedy fix, which meant that now even more people were becoming fans of Tom's work and finding their way to the podcast. Essentially, comedians with podcasts massively benefited from people all around the world being stuck inside with nothing to do.
I also learned that people that have at least like a social media presence, like, I know it's kind of like it's different from this. I mean, it is different from this. But I learned that if you're an artist trying to get into Artist Alley, this is what people told me. I don't know if it's 100% correct yet. But if you're an artist, you need to have a social media presence. Like, you need to have at least a following of some kind. Like, that's where Artist Alley is getting at that point now.
do, and Tom capitalized on this opportunity quickly. YMH was now becoming an entire network, with additional spin-off shows being added under their umbrella. This includes Two Bears One Cave, featuring Tom and fellow comedian Bert Kreischer, and Where My Mom's At, which featured Christina P. and a rotating guest. Now responsible for a full-blown media company, the two were managing a brand new studio in Austin, Texas, and employed dozens to help keep YMH Studios operational. But the success was also starting to make Tom and Christina drift away from what made Your Mom's House so special. The show used to feel a lot more humble, like they had this DIY setup in another room in their house, and it was two best friends who also happened to be married that were just shooting the having a good old time for an hour a week. But now they had a much more clean, pristine, almost late night level set built to accommodate advertisements, rigid production schedules, and celebrity guests. And one of those guests was Andrew Tate, who had transformed from a niche cool guy to being attacked by global news organizations for having a dangerous influence on men and women. And when Tom and Christina interviewed Tate, they were definitely leaning into his philosophies for the sake of humor, but you couldn't shake the feeling that Tom low-key was enjoying how much Christina was being put down.
So if you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better
What?
in the world? You know what? If I were to just make him 2 coffees and shut the f up, he's gonna look like the big G.
Well, let me just stop you real quick and say something. You've got a lot of work to do. I'm just saying, keep taking notes. Don't even talk to me.
And also, too, I worry if I am too submissive, will he not respect me?
No. Get rid of that.
Get rid of
What?
that. Get rid of that stupid.
That won't respect me crap. That's not real.
Is that real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, I know you'd get really bored of a robot. And I'm sitting there thinking,
Looking for my other RPs.
all men want robots. That's all we want. I'm never going to look at a beautiful woman who does everything I say and go, you know what? You do too much of what I say. I want to go get some disagreeable bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
On one planet.
Listen, we've had world famous comedians sit across from him. He's never spit coffee out of his nose like he just did for you.
You know what it is? Sometimes you see these videos of these guys that are lost, and then they walk into a church, and then the preacher says like the exact right thing from the Bible, and the guy's like, oh my God, this is what I needed. I feel the same way right now.
Tom seriously compared the feeling of hearing Andrew disparaging women to him being saved by the word of God. Christina did a good job leaning into the bit for the fans, but towards the end, she wanted to ground everything in reality and remind everyone that she is Tom's ride or die. But Tom took the opportunity to make a joke at her expense.
I met Tommy Buns when he was just 23 years old, okay? And I knew he was a winner. We didn't have 2 dimes to rub together for quite a minute, my love. But I knew the way he carried himself, he was a capable
Where is my villain
man.
RPs?
He always had the hustle, the vibe in him too. Like he's not going to be some loser, dude. I knew it.
I also, when I saw it, I was like, hey,
and he did that too.
Like that.
Now, at the time, fans saw this as nothing more than Tom leaning into the humor for the sake of making a funny podcast.
Where's my villain
but
piece?
Their minds would change after Tom started to look and sound like someone who genuinely aligned with Andrew Tate's philosophy.
Oh, look, sorry, I'm fine right now.
Classic, hitting the gym. Tom began taking his health much more seriously. He initially felt inspired to get in shape in 2015 after the birth of his first son, but it slowly became an integral part of his identity. He brought his own personal trainer on the road with him, worked out every day, and of course maintained a strict high-protein diet. The physical changes were impossible to ignore, with Tom weighing less than he ever had in his life, dropping 50 pounds, and continuing to build muscle. Now, of course, getting in shape and prioritizing your health is not a bad thing by any means, but his physical change also came with a personality change that would turn his fans against.
It happens to a lot of people. People that lose a lot of weight, their real personality comes out because they have way more confidence than ever before. It happened to the streamer Tectone. He became a big douchebag because he was completely different when he was overweight. But when he lost that weight, he became a big ass fucking douchebag. It happened to an old person I used to know. Where when he was fat, he was more like reserved in some ways, which I get it. You need more confidence when you lose weight. When you lose weight, you get more confidence. And I get that to a certain extent, but he became a big douchebag as soon as he lost the weight. There's some people that just for some reason, when they get more confidence, it becomes bitter in some ways. They become bitter people. I don't know. It's just super weird.
him. Fat Tom had the appearance of being lazy, unhealthy, and apathetic towards those who obsess over vanity, which felt relatable and humble to his fans. The new Tom wore designer clothes, luxury watches, drove expensive cars, and chartered private jets to celebrate his friends' birthdays. And he was completely unapologetic about his new lifestyle when he would discuss it on the podcast, even though he knew his fans could not relate.
By the way, let's get ahead of this real quick. I already know the way to stay connected to poor people like you. Let us have our fun, okay?
Tom's identity was slowly starting to center around expensive things he did or bought, even straight up browsing luxury sports cars while filming the podcast. Whenever he was called out by his fan base for this, he argued back that they were just losers jealous of his success.
Every time we talk about like a watch or a car, I'll get a bunch of messages from losers that try to tell me that I'm making them feel bad about their situation, that I have something that, but I'm struggling with rent this month. Figure it the out, okay? Like, don't make my life be a problem for your life. You have to control your own feelings, okay? It's not on other people to make sure they don't talk about a topic.
Which I agree, but he's still an asshole for it.
Like, I lost 20 grand gambling this weekend. Go ahead.
And because everyone in his real life would laugh at Tom's arrogance and brush it off as just jokes, he developed a knack for referring to his audience as pores. Initially, it felt like a self-aware jab at himself. Rather than trying to pretend he's still that same broke guy on a worn-out couch, he fully embraces the persona of a stuck-up, rich, out-of-touch celebrity.
Shit, I guess I never did it.
First you were like, oh, hey, ugly poor people.
I never said that.
Oh, wow, I never did it. Okay.
I only called you poor. I only asked for the poors to reach out. Now, I did throw in, hey, if you're fat and poor, that helps.
That's true.
Take this money and you know, of course, enjoy yourself and consume goods that poor people can't have, because it's so much better to show them that you're but then do something.
That's what makes them good.
I think using washcloth is for poor people, but I don't think that
What?
legs and feet is for black people.
I agree. I think the washcloth is a poor person thing.
I've only met poors who use them.
But over time, the jokes started to feel less harmless and more of a reflection of how
It's
he
more real.
actually feels about the everyday folks that watch his pod. I don't even think most people have a problem with the poors jokes on their own. It's just the fact that it's such a large part of the show now. But anyone who is still on the fence
That's
about
so weird.
Tom's true intentions would be fully convinced that he actually is this out-of-touch rich when he had his infamous meltdown on Twitter regarding an American Airlines employee. Tom tweeted, "Dumb from American Air made me gate check my bag so she feels the little power she has in her life. I get it.
Okay, here we go.
This round. Some get mad when people vent online at their airline frustrations, but honestly, it's a healthy outlet. Think of the alternatives. Writing is probably the best option. You get the emotions out, get some validation, and can fantasize that old face when she sees what you wrote. Even fans of Tom were shocked at what they were reading, and when they began to voice their disapproval, he began lashing out at his own fans. All the poors and losers have the same response. Oh, you were inconvenienced. Well, you should accept it. That's what me and my dumb poor family have done for generations. This is why you're poor. The lowest level poors get upset, as they've been trained to do, when you point out their happy to do what I'm told servant mentality. They don't value time because their time is worthless. You are specks of on a washcloth, and washcloths belong in the trash. Now, whenever Tom was disparaging or belittling everyday people in the past on his podcast, you could feel his tone. You could feel the humor.
Oh, there it
you could
is.
feel that he was joking, and the audience felt that they were in on the joke. But when you're just reading text on a screen, you can't really interpret his tone. But because it was written so bluntly and boldly, it doesn't really seem like it was a joke. He was just being extremely cruel to a middle-class worker just trying to do
I was
her
trying to
job.
find this.
And
It's so
checking
long.
a bag on an airline is definitely an inconvenience for anyone, but to explode in a fit of rage online and make her life seem worthless over it is only the behavior you'd expect from a mega rich douche. This was the moment that fans started to wonder if Tom's jokes were ever jokes to begin with. And if that's the case, then what other jokes does Tom make that he's actually completely serious about? For years, Tom joked about Christina being unattractive, old, annoying, or generally unpleasant to be around. Now, Christina generally laughed along, and even took jabs back at Tom, which showed that the two could joke about anything with each other and still have a strong marriage. But as Tom's public persona became more hostile, blunt, and cruel, the jokes started to feel different, which became particularly unsettling after Christina experienced the biggest health crisis of her life. Christina revealed in mid-2024 that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and fans rushed to show their love and support. When the topic eventually came up on the podcast, both Tom and Christina made jokes about the situation. However, Tom's were a little mean-spirited, implying that if she died from her illness, that he simply wouldn't care and that it would be his free ticket out of the relationship.
Also, we didn't talk about that I've been practicing my...
Where you pretend to be sad if I die. Do like, oh, your wife is dead.
What? What? No.
What?
No.
That's like,
what?
I love her so much.
You know, it's time to go on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Time to go on.
You sure, right? Okay.
What the
Now
This
again,
is weird.
this wasn't particularly out of character for
This is-
Tom when
yeah,
they've
it's
seen
weird.
his joke about getting a divorce or splitting up for years. Like even as far back as 2018, Tom was fantasizing about their eventual split and his second wife.
What about that second wife? Tom and I keep talking about what his second wife's
Yeah,
gonna be like.
we're hoping that I get like a Dalmatian, you know, like the girl
Hot and
who's like,
stupid.
"You're so funny."
Tom frequently brought up his attraction to other women, and while Christina was a good sport about it, she occasionally became visibly upset with his comments.
All right, far left right there. You can put 2 pacifiers in her mouth. Who's that?
Okay, babe.
Who is that? What's her name?
Okay. Can we go? Can
What's
we
her
move
name?
on?
He even joked about wanting to have kids with another woman, but couldn't because Christina made him get a vasectomy.
You know what sucks for me too?
then cry,
I had a
obviously.
vasectomy.
Yeah.
So I meet this girlfriend.
Oh,
I get my girlfriend. She's
what's
like,
the
"I
point?
want a baby. I gotta have a reverse vasectomy."
Oh my God! If you have children with your second wife, I will murder your
Why?
children.
Why would you care?
Because I don't. I want my children to know that they're special to you, that you're not just pumping out kids. You know what I mean?
Why are they not special to me?
You can't. You can't.
And again, all of these could be shrugged off as just jokes, but Christina would also occasionally get very real and convey that Tom shows a lack of affection towards her. In another episode, Christina revealed that Tom almost never gave her compliments and refused to cuddle with her.
You were so nice to compliment me. Not so much Tom, but
Excuse
you.
me.
Tom doesn't give them out.
I was straight.
He's
I was
stingy
very
with
complimentary.
cuddling and compliments.
Fans had a growing suspicion that something was deeply wrong, and predictions about an eventual divorce were popping up 4 years prior to their eventual split. Plus, the couple made it no secret that Tom's success was weighing heavily on their relationship. During a 2022 episode, guest star Al Franken described Tom's rigorous touring schedule as almost abusive, which Christina agreed with.
You have 2 kids. How old?
Yep.
6 and 4.
Okay, so this is like almost like abusive, right? How much he tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And that's an issue. Is that an issue?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what will you talk about it?
Oh, on air on this show, no, but in private, yeah. It's horrible.
Christina and Tom had built both of their careers together, but now they were spending much more time apart. Tom was always on tour, launching TV shows, new podcasts, and has reflected on it saying, "I've definitely overdone it. I wish I had not done what I signed up for, because it actually has been exhausting and taxing on me and my family. It's too much." And although that sounds self-reflective, whenever he was given the opportunity to show how much he cares for Christina, he typically chose not to. Listen to how dismissive Tom is when they're talking about celebrating their 15th anniversary.
What are you guys doing for your anniversary?
Yeah, what are we doing for anniversary?
I don't know. I'm fucking busy, man. What?
Busy doing what?
Wow.
Okay, well, let's plan it.
I
She's
don't
right.
know.
It's a
I'll get you
milestone.
It is a
hat or
milestone.
something. I don't
15
know,
years is
whatever
a
it is.
lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
15 is special, bro.
Is it?
It's just fucking weird. Like I don't know. I feel like he just doesn't care anymore for a certain point. I guess he's just at a point where he's just too rich to care about this stuff anymore. It's like, I don't know. It feels really strange.
What is wrong with you?
Now, even though they are constantly joking and laughing, it appears that Christina became jaded towards the end of her marriage, emotionally disconnecting to preserve her own mental sanity, which provoked Tom to call her a sociopath who is cold as ice.
You know, this is interesting because last night you told me that I was
cold as ice and a sociopath.
Yeah.
And I think actually you're the one that's more.
Oh, you are. You're mentally ill.
I think it goes without saying that an 18-year marriage doesn't end by a singular major event or argument. It was small compounding issues like these that eventually made their relationship impossible to maintain. One of the most damning moments that happened recently showed Christina expressing her love for Tom while he completely ignores her and talks about the croissant he was eating.
Now you promise me. Hello?
What?
No, now you say, I love you too. I will scrape the carbuncles off of your face.
I haven't had a croissant like
God
this
you.
in so long. It's so delicious.
I love you so
Chucha-bomba.
much.
Thank you
Doesn't
so
love
much.
me at all. I
This
love
is
you.
so
I love you.
Good.
Wow.
This moment reflects the state their marriage had sunk to.
I feel
Christina
like
seems
it's
to be begging and pleading for a deeper emotional connection, while Tom was completely checked out. Of course, none of us can ever truly say what their relationship was like behind the scenes. Cruel jokes had always been a staple of the podcast, and all of these clips are now being reassessed after the divorce announcement. Plus, we have basically no perspective of how Christina may have.
I mean, there's another thing too. Like some of these jokes could be, there's some truth into them. You know how like jokes have some truth into them. So I feel personally, it had to come from somewhere. It's just not really random.
Treated Tom off camera. Our perspective is warped because she always seemed to be sweet, kind, and loving when the cameras were on, so we can only assume that this is how she behaved off of the podcast. But regardless of how you interpret these clips and the psychoanalysis that can be applied to them, one thing for certain is that fans had grown to resent Tom, and they blamed him when TMZ announced that the couple were getting divorced in July of 2026. Initial sources described the split as an amicable decision, and that it occurred months prior to its public announcement. It was also confirmed that the two would continue to co-parent their children and run the Your Mom's House podcast as business partners. Christina later thanked her fans for the support, describing it as a really difficult time for her and her family. Initially, the reaction by the fans was riddled with irony and sarcasm. One of the largest threads on Reddit discussing the separation is full of references to previous episodes. Time to trade her in for a 2009 model. Wearing my jeans at half-mast today. Of course, underneath the jokes, fans were expressing genuine disappointment and frustration towards Tom and his perceived responsibility for the split. I'm just one of the pores, but I think the money and fame went right to Tom's bald head. Adios. Sad. Tom emphasized his way away from the girl that always believed in him. Him getting in shape was the worst thing for their marriage. Now obviously, Tom's improved physical health is not an actual issue, but for fans, it is a physical representation of how he changed for the worse. Fans felt that the old Tom probably would have relentlessly mocked the man he became today. This is why so many viewers immediately sided with Christina, as she seemed to have never truly lost touch with herself and what made her so appealing during the golden age, which is why it was even more heartbreaking when she returned to the podcast with an emotional response to the divorce.
Sorry. I don't know if I was going to cry this soon. It is very sad. That being said, we have tried to work it out for several years for the sake of our children and our family. And we gave it all we could, but we just couldn't work things out. We are no longer a couple, but we make the children a priority. But I wanted to address the audience specifically because we've been through a lot together. For those of you that have listened to us since the very beginning, we've been through Tom and I getting married and living in Silver Lake and being two broke comics. We've been through births and deaths, tragic accidents, cancer, COVID, all the things. And I want you to know that I'm still your mom and I'm still here and we will survive. We will get through this bullshit like we have gotten through everything else in life. This is just an unfortunate thing.
Christina did not bash Tom. She praised him and reminded the audience that they are amicably separated. It's not some angry blowout divorce where they hate each other. The following week, Tom hosted the podcast and his response was a little different. He was a lot more dismissive of the audience. He didn't feel like he owed them any explanation whatsoever. He was actually very angry.
I don't feel like I need to say a lot to people. But it bothered me that a lot of people were like, oh, I can't believe you would make her go address this alone or like do this on her own, which couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that like we have been recording separate episodes for a long time now, because everything that people know is not new to us. It's, you know, it's been many, many months. It's new. Wait, you guys didn't just decide that day to get a divorce? That wasn't that day. Yeah, it's a horrible experience. So I just wanted to let people know it's privately, it's horrible. It's a long experience. It's emotionally a roller coaster. Your emotions change often many times in a day, if anyone's ever been through it.
I mean, is there a fault they created a parasocial fans? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't agree with like being parasocial guys, but it is their fault they became parasocial because of how much they shared on the internet. It was good for them for the content, to grow the content, but at the end of the day, they shared too much.
Or knows anyone, it's like, it's not, you don't feel the same all the time, and it's really tough on you. Having it be public is it's awful. You know, I can only tell you that it's awful.
Tom reassured to everyone that he will not be discussing this ever again, so we will never know any of the details or pivotal moments that truly led to their split.
You're not going to see me doing interviews or podcasts or press about this. This is me addressing what it is and how it's been, and it's been terrible. And I don't feel like I need to keep talking about this. This is it.
I agree with that.
I'm not going to talk about this. You know, whether and some people are okay with, some are not. It is what it is. Like, I'm going to just be focused on what I do, and like I said, taking care of the kids. And Christina and I continue to do that, and we talk to each other, and we're fine with how things are moving along, as disappointing as it is. It is what it is, like, in that regard.
Christina's episode got more than double the amount of views as Tom's episode, and whether or not it was justified, the overwhelming majority of fans have taken her side in the divorce. The saddest part about Tom and Christina's story is that millions of people spent years watching the two friends slowly become strangers without realizing it. And in the end, fans don't necessarily care about two celebrities getting a divorce. They're mourning the version of Tom.
I mean, they're fans, dude. I mean, they created a parasocial relationship. Let's be honest. That's the main thing.
Christina that made them believe that everlasting love was actually possible. And even though they said they were still going to do the YMH podcast, we can't pretend like it's going to be successful. It's just going to be a shell of what it once was. This would make it the second podcast that Tom has completely destroyed because of his transformation. Because the Two Bears One Cave podcast
it's also
he does
canceled
with
too.
Bert Kreischer is an absolute train wreck that is dropping in views massively every single episode.
Yeah. Bro, this guy just became a big douchebag, man. It's just so weird what happens when like you lose a lot of weight, which is a very good thing. But then just your whole personality does a whole 360. You know what I mean? That's just so strange. That's just very strange. Hold up. Let's see. It's over for Blackpink. Wait, what? I'm not gonna see the whole thing, but I'm just like, what?
Cambridge defines mediocre as anything not very good or simply average. And if you look past the hype, that's unfortunately the word that best defines Lisa's solo career. She went from being
Solo
one of
career?
Pop's most respected performers to facing serial lip-syncing allegations, coming
Lip
across as
syncing?
very cringe, and then
I mean, that's the interesting thing. That's normal.
delivering what many call the worst lyrics on a World Cup soundtrack in history.
Lisa from Blackpink is such a wonderful, amazing performer, and she gets stuck with the shittiest, cringiest songs I have ever heard in my fucking life.
Similarly to her VMA performance, there's a lot of people saying that she was lip syncing. So there's a lot of people showing, instances where her mic isn't near her face or her mouth shape isn't matching, what is being said.
And watch is something. So if you have the honor of making
I mean, yeah, I mean the new World Cup song. I remember, like, I heard it on when I was uploading a short. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, she needs better writers.
song to represent the World Cup, why would it be a song
But while most people blame Lisa's new branding for this, I think there's a much bigger issue behind the scenes, one that has given her opportunities most artists could only dream of, yet has somehow delivered almost no return. So to really understand the problem, we have to dismantle Lisa's career brick by brick from her Blackpink debut to her now independent era, breaking down the numbers, the decisions, and the results to truly uncover where Lisa's solo career started to go wrong.
What's one difference between Lisa, the member of Blackpink, and Lisa, the solo artist?
I just have to do everything alone. And, you know, I miss my girl. I can't wait to get back together this year.
In 2024, Lisa launched her own management agency and record label, stepping away from YG Entertainment, the company that gave Lisa her first big break in the music industry. On paper, it was exactly what fans had been asking for: total creative freedom, no more corporate restrictions, and the chance for Lisa to finally become the artist she always wanted.
I mean, it makes sense for an artist to do it. You know what? I'm actually interested in this. I'm just curious. I'm probably gonna end up watching it. Oh, by the way, what's her face? Ice Spice? She's pregnant. I was like, what the heck? Oh. Oh. I don't know if it's real or not, but yeah, music video Out of My Face with Lil Yachty. She says she's pregnant. I don't know if it's real or not. Like, I don't know if it's just a music video thing. Highlights video scene says make me a mom, my baby. So that's what I'm saying. I knew it. Like, I was just like, what the hell? It'd be funny. Like, oh, she's pregnant. All right. We were like, all right. Let's see. I see Street Fighter and thighs. Says she grew her thighs by 6.6 centimeters in preparation for the wow, really? How can you grow thighs? Like, I'm just like curious. Like, dead ass, how you grow thighs? Okay, I'm not political or anything like that. I just want to do like quick sneak peek of like, is this actually a real video or he's just bullshitting? Hassan has a problem with ecstasy. I'm gonna like, oh, what is it now?
Anyway.
Oh.
8
That's
minutes.
your boy, Canada. That's your boy.
Is he still going by this?
Foreign intervention in American politics. Imagine taking a video with Hitler showing off your Hitler t-shirt. Yeah. Well, we just saw it.
Hassan Abi was the third most streamed channel globally on Twitch as of August 2024, drawing in over 114 million.
Or the American president that the people voted for. But
views
okay.
and 2.7 million subscribers.
This is before Asmongold became a political commentator, decided to grift.
Hassan Abi, he kind of pioneered the space for the style of political coverage he does.
Shitstain's Destiny interviewed in his Israel adventures who pushed the beheaded babies and other bullshit narratives. Hundreds of influencers posting round the clock. As
I think Hassan Abi can still save XQC. Fuck no. Dude, XQC is so far down the resentment rabbit hole.
I'm so down.
I could literally.
I'm so resentful. I
could talk about how fucking Kick is awesome and I love crypto gambling streams, and he would drop it. He would be like, oh, dude. He straight up fucking hates my ass. Okay? Straight up.
It's crazy,
I
man.
can't save XQC.
You know what's kind of crazy? Like, I still think about like just even 4 years ago, how streaming on Twitch was to what it is now. How all these creators just hate each other now. You know what I mean? Like, they just all hate each other. Like even I was like, yeah, I think they're not like fully friends. I never thought that, but I thought they were like coworkers. You know, that's how like I thought everybody treated each other. But it's like it just turned out more and more. We're like, no, they just hated each other. They just collabed because it made sense business wise, which it made them a lot of money. So they weren't stupid. It's just kind of weird just seeing that nowadays more than ever. Like, oh yeah, we didn't really like each other. Like, it's kind of weird to say that.
Maybe therapy could. He despises me so much.
Jack. even the people that I don't like, I never say shit like this. Like the whole shtick of like, oh, he needs mental health, whatever. Like, it's just like a level of gaslighting. Like, it's so gaslighty because, I mean, if you look at the actual facts, if you sit down and I look at the actual facts, Hassan is wrong, and that's okay. I mean, even in times when he was wrong, I was like, you know what? Maybe I went too far with this joke, and I hope we're chilling. And I made amends. Name me one time where he made amends on anything at all, and ever said walk back anything, even a single word. Never, because he's so set in his political brain that he thinks that if you walk back a single word, you're wrong, you're a hypocrite, and he doesn't want to be that. He's not that, he's not on business, and that's cool and all, but it's just bad for making friends. That is what it is. I mean,
I think we're all hypocrites, right? Like I said, I'll click this video if it goes too political, but I think all of us are hypocrites to a point, right? I think that's like a normal thing. I'm not saying it's a great thing, but it's a normal thing.
All the time. I apologize all the time. And even times when I'm not wrong, I said I'm wrong. Because sometimes it's just not that serious. It's not worth it. So, him saying that is crazy.
Yeah, I could save his life doing CPR and he would still fucking hate me. He'd be like, nope, let me die, dude.
Motormouth, a meth-fueled, galloped avalanche of lies and unrelated minutia to deflect from the very obvious genocide you deny. There's no point.
That's awesome. Dude, Motormouth is excellent. Bars.
Well, listen. I'm not big as a Disney fan, but at the end of the day, imagine this by saying what fucking that Disney says. Like he says it fast. Like attack his point, buddy. Like it's not because
Motormouth.
I know plenty about the region. She had consent to share.
And these freaks like XQC fucking love watching his videos that dunk on you. Yes, that's why I'm saying like XQC is in some respects irredeemable. Like
yo, because this guy, okay. Let me tell you something, okay? If you're a politician, okay, and you have a PR firm and you're doing something bad, okay.
Ironically, it seems like he hates you.
Yo, if you don't, since you don't online all the time on camera, you hire PR people. They put out a press release. You're kind of redeemed or whatever. He thinks that he's like in this next like celeb bracket, okay, where he's gonna become, where he can fix his mistakes with some PR shit. Buddy, you look like a clown. You look like a clown. We
Bro,
see you
crazy.
on stream. You cannot deny it's right there. It's on the broadcast. Cannot hire some PR firm and some employee to go down the road with her fucking red whatever bun shit that's clearly replacing the other one. You look like a clown. It's just, you look stupid. I mean, what is wrong with this guy? Buddy. Because he thinks that he's like some now A-tier celeb and he can do shit like this. But you just sound dumb.
There is this very interesting parasociality that comes with, I guess, content creators in this space, myself included, but like, but there are certain content creators that are in his cult that self-identify as orbiters, and basically they debase themselves all the fucking time, and it's very strange. I don't know why XQC loves them so much and still loves them to this day.
Love who? Chat, love who? I forgot what he was talking about. Who? Is that about Asmongold? That's it. I don't even love this at all. What?
Even though he's a whole ass fucking weirdo. I get why Asmongold aligns with him at times because like they have the same enemy, me.
What?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Just kidding. Bro. It's sad where we are right now with like content creating, you know?
Rape. Who won that court case?
I still believe that I still believe that what do you call it? Political content should be out of like all platforms.
By the way, Rape Tone lost that court case.
Yo.
I don't think people should be learning about politics through streamers.
It's crazy. This is the guy. This is the guy who tried to call us out for weaponizing other people's struggles and whatever at the time. This guy does this shit on a fucking daily. Doesn't give a fuck. This guy uses these cases and these victims as a weapon all the fucking time. He does it daily. I mean, forget about doing it once. This guy does it daily. I mean, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. This guy
Unless they're about it, I don't know.
What he does,
Bro.
It's so difficult.
Bro.
It's just sad.
Rape Tone straight up admitted in the court deposition that he started farming fuck Hassan content because it was the easiest thing to do, and that's how he could maintain his relevance.
It is easy, man. I gotta be honest with you. It doesn't. These days,
I mean, I agree with that because that's why Tectona is like, what do you call him? What do you call it? They straight out LARPer. Like the content that he does right now, I don't even know he fully believes in it. Like that, I don't really feel like he fully believes in it. He even admitted that the only reason he got into political content and certain content was because he lost his regular audience about gaming and gacha games and stuff like that. That's the only reason why he's doing it. It's not because he cares about it, not because he wants to do content of it. It's because he was desperate, and that's the only content he does now. He's literally been banned of all platforms. Twitch, I think YouTube. He still does YouTube content. And he's doing pretty well, I think, too. But like that's like the content that like he has gotten the audience of Asmongold now, and it worked for them. A 1,000 burpees? Ooh, that's not good. Oh, wait. Wait. It's 6 subs for 1 burpee, so 660 burpees.
Yo! 200? So what's
So-
burpee count now? 32! Let's go! Hey!
What are burpees and working out?
We gotta get to 50 burpees. Let's get to 100 burpees. Let's get
stop early to do all these burpees.
I don't give a fuck what, bro. This is the most important thing. All the accessory shit's whatever. All the accessory stuff's whatever. Bro, you doing 30? I can't wait to see you doing 50.
Ray,
Yo,
get
let's
a
go.
fucking job.
Let's
You
go.
said you were gonna do it.
44.
Yo, bump it. Yo, we want to see 52. Yo, let's get her to 100 burpees to finish. 100 burpees to finish. I don't give a fuck. We will cut. Hey, after this, I don't give a fuck. We can cut it short for her to do the 100 burpees. I'll give a flying fuck. She has to get the whatever it is she's doing, and then she gets to go on with her stream and her day. It's a
Ray, get a job.
Yeah, it's a lit rule.
Get a job? What?
Bro.
Get a job.
Bro, it's a fucking lit rule. Oh my god, it went up 10. We're at 70. Let's get to 100. Let's get to
Wait, what's the count? Wait, what's the count?
If we get to 200, we'll stop the workout now and we'll start doing them. I'm being dead ass, bro. I'm being dead ass, bro.
600?
She gotta be a woman
I'm
of her
about
word.
to do a P. I'm about to do my PR deadlift. You want me to do 100 burpees?
After, yeah. If that's what, bro, you gotta be a woman of your word, right? You're a woman of your fucking word, no? You're a woman of your word?
What are burpees? Forgot.
What are you gonna do? Why are you all tense? And you're on this fucking
100 subs. Answer your fucking phone, Ray. Answer your fucking phone.
That's a lot of money, though.
Ray, get a job.
Bitch, I can gift you 1,000 subs because I have one, dumbass.
Good morning. Do another.
That's 1,000. That's 100.
No. Ray.
Alright, we're at 73. Wow, that's
Ray,
insane.
thank you for the 600
Yo, we're at 73.
subs, Ray. I appreciate it.
What's this right here?
Gift her the 1K subs. Yeah, I did. I did 200 the first day, 200 the second day, and then while
Well, what? Hello? Did my stream got frozen? Hello? What's going on? Bro, my browser's like frozen. Oh, there you go. That was weird.
I did 200 the second day, and then while she was working out on the third day, I gifted 600 because they were doing every 10 subs is 1 burpee. So I was like, you know what? This is a good time to gift the rest of the subs I owe. Might as well get something out of it.
So burpee is a full exercise that combines a squat, a plank, and a push-up. Oh.
Get a job. I was like, get to doing your burpees.
That's brutal. That's a brutal workout. Yeah, that's a brutal. I can't even do it because I cannot do push-ups anymore. Dub says people who watch streamers play GTA 6 have a mental illness. My GTA story is not gonna be your GTA story. But yeah, wait, what?
Elephant dart to neutralize your bitch ass. I am playing GTA off stream in the comfort of my living room, eating food, drinking. I'm lit, headphones on, don't bother me. Whoop come to me while I'm playing GTA, I'm beating the fuck out of him. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck if Drea Michelle say, hey, let's have a threesome. While I'm playing GTA, I'm beating the fuck out of her.
Oh my god.
I don't give a fuck if R. Kelly get out of jail and say, hey, bro, I want my first song to be featuring. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do nothing. I don't want to see fucking Clyde playing GTA. I damn sure don't want to see my brother playing GTA. I don't give a fuck that Phantom playing GTA. I'm playing it in the comfort of my home. Phantom, Moo, Speed, these niggas was infants when GTA fucking 5 came out.
That's kind of crazy.
They was kids. They don't know what this shit mean to me, nigga. You don't know what this shit mean to me. You don't fucking know. Why the fuck would I wait all these years to watch another nigga play GTA? Play it on your own. My GTA story ain't gonna be your GTA story. Because I'm whacking niggas first chance I get. Before I can do a mission, I'm making $30,000 beating the shit out of people. I'm beating the fuck out of people. I'm going to the strip club and eliminating everybody and watching the green money roll over before I even do the first mission. Before I walk out the building, I'm at 30 fucking racks. It's gonna take me 9 years to beat GTA. You wanna watch a nigga play that shit and beat it in a day? Fuck you. And you should.
I mean, I get it, yeah. But the streamer, it makes perfect sense to stream it and make content out of it. Like for me personally, would I make content out of what do you call it? Out of GTA? Yeah, but I have to wait a week or two because I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. Like I'm just not doing it. I was gonna try to support his girlfriend because I have to find out she supports. Let me see.
Why would I not support her?
Oh my god.
Oh, this baby pissing me off. Yeah, it's his fault. I'm gonna kill him. Absolutely.
Oh my god, he's just trolling. Dion Lopez, as 49 players stage a fake NFL contract signing using it to scam over 26 women out of $1.3 million.
Yes, sir. Signing this contract. How you feel? I'm ready. You ready for the season? Hell yeah, let me go ahead and get this over with. Sign that bad boy. Who's your decision? Niners. You already know the Niner gang. Yes, sir. Iced up.
That looks so fake.
We good to go. Let's get ready.
That looks,
anything you gotta say for the fans?
that looks so fake.
Look out number 7. Last name Love. 6'5", 210. I'm out there. Wide receiver. My boy Jay.
So Dion Love posed as a 49ers player, staged a fake NFL contract signing, using it to scam 26 women out of 1.3 million. Like, how does that even work? How? Yeah, I'm so confused. That looks so fake. Did my... Oh shit, did it just die on me? Because you know another thing is too, he hit his face, by the way. He hit his face on purpose so he could deny it in the future. Like, that ain't me. That ain't me. That's great. What the fuck? $1.3 million. Remember, and had a Q&A. Someone asked, "What's your favorite tattoo?" I think I have a credit card info all over my arms, so I can buy stuff on the interwebs. What? Stenogata wasn't familiar with the game. Oh no, she has like ever since she left the whole what was it called? Man, she had a whole journey, dude. I'll just say that. Can someone tell me what happened to Dani Lovato from 3 years ago after she was non-binary, saw herself as a guy, all that? It was just a phase, and it didn't sell well. Like the the thing that she was wearing and like the and like yeah, everything that she was doing, it was a marketing ploy as well. I mean, there's streamers that do that all the time. It didn't work. Nobody was buying. She was not selling. She wasn't like doing well. General like her public like character. So she banned all of that. Like she literally just banned all of it. She banned the whole nine bearing thing. Her pixie cut, her guy clothes, whatever you want to call it. Like she banned all of that, and she went back to sex appeal, and it's been selling very well. It just works. Especially if your audience is not fully LGBT. If your audience is LGBT, then I get it. Only managed to find 3 boxes. Wow, that's a great alternate art.
So good. Nah, everybody in the comments say you were there for this, even though you weren't. But pretend you were. And you know what else is dope? I pulled a second copy in my next box. I'm in Japan for Yu-Gi-Oh! WCS 2026, and they just released that brand new DFL stuff for Rush Duel. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna find it today.
You know what's crazy, guys? I talked to Rhyme Style at Nostalgicon because he was there. The craziest thing, guys, he made millions of dollars because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ads. Like, even though his views are not crazy as they used to be, but because he has a close relationship with Yu-Gi-Oh!, they pay him a lot of money for promotion. A lot of money. He didn't say how much. He just said he made a bunch of money. Like up to like I forgot. He said certain figures, but it was like a pretty big figures. Yeah, man. Like he's set for life, bro. He's set for life. As an old viewer, this is so jarring. Years ago, shortly during or after he quit Genshin Impact, he would defend Iron Mouse with his life and claim she was the greatest friend he ever had. No, dude, this is like his content now. He's a LARPer.
My God, folks.
Wait. So dude, everybody talks about Iron Mouse like she's a kid. This was after Iron Mouse said to not herself, or like she didn't have an out. I was right about Zen. I was right about Iron Mouse being 40 and having a kid is insane. I feel like I just saw something illegal.
Nah, dude, like this is the type of content he does now. Cause that's the only content he do. Because he's like he can't do the his regular content anymore. Because nobody will watch anymore. Or nobody will watch him with the old content anymore. But it works. He's still making a lot of money on it. Like not as much, but it still works. Let's see. Wait, what? A dino plushie bag? Kick diner in a bag. I bet this is funded. Oh, it's gonna launch soon. Oh, okay. I'm actually very curious. I'm actually very curious. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm just curious. Oh yeah, what's going on with the thing that I my backing thing? 1 week left, guys, for this. 130. Damn. So that's next right there. Twinkle Girl sticker for all. Wow. Oh, because that's the new character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe they'll release it as like an add-on people can purchase. Yeah, so I got this one. But I didn't pay all of it. A friend of mine will say like you got to do it because like it's a Capcom thing. Is this sold out yet or no? I don't think so. I don't see it. The hell? Is it still going? Is it sold out or no? Huh? Huh? What? Oh no, I think that's it. Okay, okay. I'm like confused. I was like, it's all gone. I was like confused. No, it's all gone. Anyways, all right, guys. I am done for today. Today was just a bonus little stream, guys. It wasn't like a full planned out stream. I want to do these bonus streams more often before I go to work. I think it'd be really great. Just a 2 hour, 3 hour stream, very short. But I kind of wanted to be like maybe things that we didn't finish before the week ended. You know, the previous week, and then finish it on the weekend. At least like get like a big progression of it. Because right now I'm working on this series right now, which I think I'm gonna continue working on very soon. Um, Hold up. So what we finished, actually we did pretty good. We finished the outline on this one right here, and we added like the black color too as well, which is very good. So we just got the outline done with this one right here, which is a very cool thing. I like how we're like the experimental of adding the black on some of the designs, which I kind of want to add more to it like that. But yeah, so this we added that, and we also just finished the pizza outline as well. Not fully yet, but we're getting there. Wait, that's not it. Is that it? No, it's not it. Is that it? Hold up. Is that it? Did I save it? I don't think I did save it actually. Hold up. Yeah, because it puts me some like black filled up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Sorry. Oh, I didn't save it. Okay. Well, here it is. It's fully completed. Now we just gotta color it. Fully color it. Now I just gotta find my color scheme for it, like I did with the ramen one. It's not gonna be a black outline. I don't think so. I think we're gonna go for like a red outline or something like that. All right, cool. Save, I guess. Hold up. There we go. All right, cool. So that's how it looks like right now. Like I said, I'm trying to be minimal, kind of minimalistic a little bit because I think these have very good potential to being like really cool t-shirt designs. Like I think they have a big potential of being that. That's just me. Like I feel there's big potential. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. If anything, like we'll see. Because we do have the ramen one, which I think I made it to a sticker, like a test. So, hold up. Yeah, because we have this one, and I like how I recolor it, and I like this a lot more than the first version. Because the first version, I like it, but I feel it just I wasn't like too much into it. But I like the black outline for this one. I feel like this is just so much better for the ramen style that I was looking for. Right? So hopefully we can find a good one for this one right here. Anyways, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm done. I know I was all over the place today. Again, today was not really a big planned stream. This was just a testing thing, and I think I want to do more of these often, especially if you have projects to finish before next week. And so we get a lot more stuff done throughout the weekends and stuff like that. So I may be back until I don't think Sunday, because Sunday is Sunday night main event, right? Hold up, I gotta go to work. Let's see, Sunday night main event, because it's not Saturday this time, it's Sunday. September. Okay, yeah. My next stream will be Sunday. I will not stream on Saturday, guys, because Saturday I'm gonna do some stuff behind the scenes. Get all my sketches done for for my new graphics for my stream, for my content, for my thumbnails, everything. And so I will not be streaming that. I think we'll see. Because again, Saturdays are like, I'm thinking Friday through Sunday. They're not gonna be super long streams. They're just gonna be prepping streams. Just like a little prepping streams. Like they're like not fully planned out, but maybe I'll make it better in the future. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm still figuring it out pretty much. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out. So we'll see. We'll see. Will be the plan pretty much. Anyways, but yeah, thank you for watching. Peace out. Thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And it feels good to like I just want to be part more of like just the streaming community more. So I feel like this is a good thing to do, honestly. But not long streams, but I think it'd be awesome to continue it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the artwork, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the progress. And we'll be back hopefully around Sunday and do another little stream, another prepping stream of finishing projects that I started and try to finish some more and get them ready for the next week of the full on week streams and all that. All right. Peace out, myself. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.